still getting used to that music. Everybody else is too. Yeah. Hold on, we're gonna go in. I just wanted to kiki about some housewives and just have some fun about chit chat about stupid crap that I like. So thank you. Let's tune in. Firefaecafe. Ooh, was I muted for that whole intro? I totally messed up. I just wanted to chit chat about some Stooges, housewives, and all of that good fun stuff that goes on in the great land of today. How do we invite a guest? We're going to copy that to the clipboard. We're going to go over here to our comments. How do I do this? I don't know. Any which way. Anybody else watch Salt Lake City and Real Housewives of Potomac? Yes, we do love them. How do you not? This is just a quick gab and a quick key of what's going on in those two couple of little shows. Okay, first and foremost, Heather Gay is an MVP. You are an MVP, darling, all the way or another. I can't stop saying that because she was the only one who wanted to actually say, "Hey, Jen, maybe you should run." Go, girl. Go, Heather. Go, Heather. We appreciate that. We love you for that, Heather Gay. So, yeah, at the beginning of the episode, we see the aftermath of the whole legal system kind of showing up outside of Beauty Lab and the ladies in the vehicle, finding out what's going on along with actual producers. So, see, that's what I'm saying. It goes to invite a guest, and then I'm not quite sure how I do it. If that makes any sense. Hmm. Trying to figure this out, guys. I'm sorry. So yeah, when we're watching the episode here of Heather Gay and how that all goes live, see, look, I can tap a comment, but I can't leave a comment. This is so weird. That's so weird. So you see the ladies in the vehicle deciding on whether or not they actually even want to leave or not, or what they want to do because of the outlandish lie of a spouse internally bleeding. Which, ooh, don't speak that into existence. That's kind of shady. And we see, right, how Jen Shaw is not as stressed as she should have been. Nobody else foresees the simple fact, maybe, that. Oh, give him 10 minutes. That's fine. The simple fact of the matter that I'm going to restart this because I suck at this and I'm going to have some help come up in a minute. I'm going to figure this out. Oh, can I ask? Ask what? What do you want to ask, KK? Can I ask? Yeah, go ahead, ask. What are we asking? Can we ask? I was going to start it, but we'll keep going. I'm fine with that. Can we ask? Can you ask? Go ahead. Will I get the job offer? Oh, let me get cards. Let me get cards. So let's keep keying, keep going on our housewives here. Hold on, let me get cards out, okay? Let me start shuffling. Um, Manifest. Start thinking about that job, okay? And pass the job interview. Okay. Yeah. Let me start shuffling some cards and think about that as we, you know what I mean, as I also go on my little bird moments because I seem to focus better when I have squirrel and bird moments. It's great. So, Spirit, thank you. Okay, so back into the episode. So we're getting into the vehicle here. These ladies are starting to decide whether or not they should go or not. Of course they go, and they're kind of like pillaging and plundering Jen Shaw's stuff, seeing kind of what she brought on the trip. Seeing if it's anything they wanted. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want some mints too, just like the next gal. So there's nothing wrong with that. Um, Hold on. Let me light my incense too. Okay, KK. Um, so you sitting here watching these women in this van, right? We watching this woman in this van, and they're plumaging and pillaging, and as Heather Gay puts it, at least let the body get into the ground first. Y'all see my table behind me? No, I haven't cleaned up from Halloween yet. That's my goal today. Besides putting out some videos. Another thing is, will Irene reach out to me? What is she thinking and feeling about me? Oh, okay. Um, Remember, What you want somebody to be feeling and thinking about you may not actually be what they're feeling and thinking about you, KK. So make sure we keep that in mind. Okay? So sorry, I'm lighting my smudging stick here as I get ready for KK's question, okay? Yes, I have a ritual to it. Um, so we're sitting here watching these women. Okay, first and foremost, they're all, eating candy and this, that, and the other. I guess I would go through it too. I mean, the women are discussing and not really knowing what's going on yet at this point. And in reality, we know what Jen Shaw did, correct? We know what Jen Shaw did. Somebody did tip her off at least and give her the heads up so she wouldn't have got the clink clink on actual camera and on some real shit. I can't fault her for that. You don't want your kids and your family and your loved ones and everybody to see you actually get the cuffs put on you. Okay? It's a whole other ball game. She probably went and turned herself in as soon as she found out there was an actual warrant. So God bless her for that, and whoever actually tipped her off, kudos to them. Sorry for you, Bravo. Sorry for you, Homeland Security and FBI and everything else wanting to make a spectacle of this woman and the charges of her life. Okay? All right. Spirit, come to me. Let's figure out what's going on with KK. Doo-doo-doo. And it's interesting because, you see they cut out and they show Meredith and such at the other house, at the vacation rental, waiting for these other individuals to show up. Sorry, I'm just making room for myself here. And nobody seems to be upset about it yet until the actual story comes out. Now, anybody else see Lisa Barlow's tacky rendition of, "Oh my God, I'm crying, I'm so upset"? All right, KK. Will I get the job offer and pass the job interview? And Irene, what's going on with Irene? So you see these crazy women. You see these crazy women. I mean, that in a nutshell was it right there. But nothing about the job. It's about personal. These women. Sorry, I'm trying to shuffle at the same time too, guys. These women. Heather Gay is actually legitly upset. Lisa Barlow appears to be upset. KK, is this somebody from your past? Maybe somebody you've known? Maybe it was a childhood friend you grew up with? Maybe somebody you have kids with, or somewhere where you guys' as kids had interacted with each other? Because this is energy of reminiscing also of the past, KK, wondering what could have been. Maybe this is what's going on with Irene because that seems to be what is really at the forefront of your mind. Yes, the job is important too, but you're more entwined on this Irene person. Yeah. See, whatever happened with Irene, because you're still feeling despair over this situation, you have the Five of Cups here, as well as the Moon. Could be dealing with the water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces here. It is Scorpio season. Take that into effect. But with this Moon sign here, remember, with the Moons also coming up, there are things going on in the background. There were some things going on at play. What happened to all of the tarot readings you used to do? Things seem a little off now. I'm working on doing the tarot readings again, one step at a time. I usually do the pre-records, so just one step at a time. I enjoy doing the firefaecafe bits because I enjoy Housewives and just doing other topics as well. Um, this I have to be in the mindset for to give other people. So I will be doing the 12 signs of the zodiac again monthly here. Actually, I was going to be working on those tonight and actually working on those here throughout the week to get those up for the end of November, hopefully more going towards Christmas and New Year's, if you will, so we can go ahead and look at those forward energies. Okay. So KK, back to this. Do. Your Five of Cups energy is that despair, that feeling left out, like you lost something. Even though you have the other two cups behind you here, you're still crying and upset over these three cups that lost out on. And this three cups could have been anything from friendships, acquaintance, job, health, home, personal wise as well, usually because it's dealing with cups, which is normally emotions and love. Correct? instance, that happens, somebody's a little lost, okay? They're not quite sure. They're maybe seeing the illusions come to light here with the moon card coming out, KK. And that what happened with that is there was a decision and a choice that needed to be made with the two pillars and the two dogs, if that makes any type of sense. And maybe it was a decision that you didn't want to make, or the decision was made to cut you out. Granted, nobody likes that decision and nobody ever wants to hear this, but sometimes it can be a very big blessing in disguise. With that, KK. And what I'm gathering is, if they do reach out, it's going to be time. It's going to be maybe too much time has passed. It just kind of depends. Because you got to remember, you're dealing with somebody else and somebody else's thought process and their choices. And every choice has blah, blah, blah. Every choice has every choice has an equal and opposite reaction and a consequence, if that makes any type of sense. Let's figure out about the job. So, talking about my housewives women, as I go back to it. Talking about the housewives women here. Like, these women figure out and read this article. Will she reach out? Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what the cards have to say. I need a drink of water. Gonna cut it. Let's see. Hey, baby gorgeous. Hey, Jordan. What you doing? I gotta figure out how to do this other thing. Hold on. We're looking for... Usually when the cards don't want to give up an answer, it's hard to say because the other person is still undecided, KK. If that makes sense. It's hard to say whether the other individual will reach out. If you've attempted to reach out to them, it probably hasn't gone well. And and if they do reach out, it's not going to be the communication that you're looking for with the Six of Swords here. You have the Two of Wands energy, again, fire signs here, Sag, Aries, Leo. And then we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords is energy leaving a situation. It has come to its conclusion. It's come to its end. They've taken what they've wanted. They've left. They've gone on their merry way. There may be only conversation to complete the ending, if that makes any type of sense. So if there is communication, which there may be communication, it's not going to maybe be the way you want it to be. It's not going to be what you want to hear. And if it is something that you're wanting to hear, it's not going to be truthful because they're still going to be looking for their exit, if that makes any type of sense. Mwah. Mwah, mwah. How do I do this, Jordan? I don't even know. Go to guest, invite guest. Send this link to you. You may also want to share instructions for your guest. I don't copy. Copy. How do I? Am I able to put it in a banner? Does it work that way? Does that work? Let's try that. Does that work? No, wait. No, that's not the link. That's stupid. I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure this out. Thank you. How about the job offer? Will it get it? And did I pass the job interview? Go to guess and copy a link and post it as a comment. See, I'm trying to post it as a comment. It won't let me. See, I'm not on my computer, so I'm still trying to figure this out. They're still juggling about the job offer. They're still interviewing other people. Okay, so you're not out of it, if that makes sense, KK, because there's a juggling act going on between money as well as, balance in life that you're looking for as well, if that makes any type of sense. Maybe I can put it in private chat. No, no. Private chat. No. How do I do? I suck at this. So the balance is, this is the Two of Pentacles, okay? It's all about the ebb and flow, the infinity, life continues and goes on. So right now they're still in decision. So it's not a hard firm yes or a hard firm no. You did well in the interview. That's why they're still deciding on which path they want to take in regards to this job interview. Hence why we also have Pentacles. This is our money and our material world. Okay. And we, how do I post a comment? See, on your laptop, copy the link and go to the 3-dot menu bar, hit post, comment, and paste there, not the private chat. Oh, Jordan, you're my tech crew. You're my tech crew. Okay, let me see here. So I have to do like multiple things, Jordan's telling me, right? So yeah, KK, I do apologize that I can't give you a definitive answer on yes or no, but it's because they're still deciding, if that makes any type of sense. If it's going to be coming in, let's see if we can get another card about that, okay? Let me see. Well, I do all this at the same time, too. One step at a time, right, guys? Let me see here. How do I operate YouTube? I have no clue what I'm doing. Okay, sorry. Oh, wait, Pasco. Is that my husband? Oh, sorry. My husband works for the county, so whenever some county truck pulls up, I always wonder if it's him. Like, oh, like, oopsie doodles. Okay, so we are going to copy the, oh, Jordan, I think I got it. I think I got it, babe. I think I got it. I think I got it. Hell hath free down on the IT gods for me today. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, job offer for KK. What is this? The answer, you'll know soon enough. There's no need to worry and keep yourself up about it all the time. Or you could just text me the damn link. Yeah, I could do that too. Wait, did I figure it out, Jordan? Did I? I don't know how this works.
What's up, Baba?
What are you doing, Boomy? Okay, let's do this. How do I? Okay, I'm here. Are we here? I'm not even sure. We're all on. Oh, we are all on. Okay, see, I'm so stupid.
It took me a second too. Listen, I had to fumble with StreamYard for a minute. I was like, listen. Girl, but once you play with her, she's easy. Like, I was using her on my phone at first, and then I transferred to my laptop. So I had to learn how to work it from the phone first. But it just depends.
I got you. See, I started on the laptop, and I was being lazy and just said, "Screw it, I'm gonna go sit on the floor by the window for the good light." And yeah, so we're just doing it. We're just
fucking doing it. I'm here for it. I'm about to turn off my overhead light and set a mood.
Oh, look at you, Ferocity. And if y'all don't know, is that a yes or a no, KK? There is no definitive answer yet, KK, due to the fact that they are still in their decision process. So Spirit can't really give you a definitive answer until their process is more complete, if that makes sense. You got to wait for everything back here to fall in place. As it stands right now, you're going to get an answer, but it's leaning towards yes. I'm going to say it's leaning towards yes, but they're still interviewing, if that helps, KK. Okay, I'm sorry, Jordan. What are you doing, Boo? Where you been? Miss you.
Hi.
Let's blah, blah. How
Hi,
everything's
baby
going?
gorgeous. Things
Hi.
are well. Things
Yeah,
are getting better. Things are well.
good.
Things are progressing. You know a lot of a lot of the things that are going on.
Yes.
I don't want to do the full thing right
No,
now
I
because I
know.
want to like
You're welcome.
plan it out and do like a whole because I have a lot of things I want to talk about, right?
Yes, of
But
course.
of course, you know, I'm always gonna pop in, call in, show love. So
Absolutely.
you can pull something for me, or I can just give you a topic to just read me on, or we can figure it out.
Well, the Knight of Wands coming out here is somebody's looking some fiercely for some new wand play.
Oh, mm, a little bit, yeah.
This is somebody who is very fierce. They're This is a hunter. You understand? Their eyes
Mhm,
are low and in the front, and they're all squinty and sexy. So this individual is on the prowl. Okay. So I'm
mhm.
not quite sure what's going on with the little wands flinging around. Can I still ask? You are right. They are still capable. Okay, 1 second, KK. We'll get back to that, boo. But yeah, this is also somebody who knows what they want. They will go after it. They are fiery, but they can also be very impulsive,
Mhm,
meaning sometimes they may jump the gun in regards to a situation where graded passion is great, but when reality sets in, what's going to happen after the fact of
mhm.
that? If that makes any type of sense.
100%
That's
sense, actually.
because it's just flip.
See, my entire life's a mess. What is this? What is happening?
Oh, that's the Four of Wands. This is the beginning of stability, the beginning of peace of mind, the beginning of a healthy foundation. Whether it's a relationship you're building now with another separate individual, could be a fire sign, Jordan, could be Aries, Leo, Sag, could be me because I'm an Aries.
Oh
But
boy.
this is that beginning of that actual happy life. You know what I mean? The house, the picket fence, whatever it looks like for you. For me, it's, living in a penthouse condo and never having to do laundry ever again. You know what I'm saying, Boo? So this is that stability, the beginning foundation. So whatever foundation that you're putting in place right now in regards to many facets of your life, whether it be in career, home life, family, situationships, I'm hearing
Mhm.
you and your situationships.
Listen,
All I keep hearing is, listen, the situationship, okay? This is the
there's a situ-
situation.
there's a situationship. There is a situation. There is a situation.
Mm. There is a situation, but it's not a bad situation. It could be a situation that turns into something a little bit more stable than you ever anticipated because that's how things happen in life. They always happen when you least expect it and you're not looking. And
Mm.
kind of like after everything's just like gone a total disaster.
Mhm.
But they're working on their coin as well, if that makes sense. You as
Uh-huh.
well are working on your coin here. This is our beautiful Seven of Pentacles. This is somebody who is skilled in their craft. They're more diligent about doing their work and building that pentacle into a bigger foundation, especially
Mm.
here in the physical and material world in regards to your money as well. This is
Right.
somebody who's getting it on point, who wants to be financially independent, and they're going to do it come hell or high water. Even if they got to start off with that one little lonely coin, you know what I mean? That
Mhm.
this little light of mine,
Ah!
I'm gonna
That's so
let
funny.
it shine. So that's what's going on. But also too, you may be feeling a little neglected, or maybe the situationship or the situation itself is not progressing as maybe somebody doesn't, because somebody's working on the coin. Does that make
Mhm.
sense? You
Yeah.
know how everything takes a side step and goes to the wayside when you're trying to really fix that one particular facet of your life.
Mhm.
So
I, Okay,
What's
now
up,
you got
boo?
me questioning because now I'm trying to think. Like now I'm thinking about like, is this my new situation or my old situation you talk about? Because I'm like,
It could
oh,
be a mixture of both. It could be a very big mixture of both. The situation could all just be you, if that makes sense, because you are the common denominator in all of this. It's
mhm,
you. And here's the thing too. I tell everybody, I've always said this, especially doing social work and things of that nature. Nobody's going to tell you what's right for you and what works for you because nobody else is you. They're not going to understand what your triggers are. They're not going to understand the trauma you've dealt with, the PTSD you've had to cope and maneuver throughout your years of growing up and things of that nature, and the situations and the environment you had to grow in as well. Like, people don't understand the environment that you grow up in does dictate who you are, if
yeah,
that makes any type of sense. So when
that
you
do.
come in with all of your communication right now, I'm so sorry. This is an impromptu Jordan reading. Mwah. The Queen of Swords. This is the one that comes in and just cuts a bitch. You feel me?
Mhm,
Like, there's no if, ands, or buts about it. There's no gray area. You're either black or you are either white, and this is how it's going to be. If you don't like it, bow down, kiss my foot, or I'm gonna slice your fucking head off, and you can keep it stepping.
mm,
and
okay.
and there's nothing wrong with that energy, but you got to be careful too, because this is somebody who can be very defensive as well. So
Mhm,
then when you're defensive, you're not allowing yourself to be open, you know what I mean, and being vulnerable. But if you're
yeah,
not ready to be vulnerable, Queen of Swords is that bitch that says, I'm not ready to be there yet. I'm going to just sit here on my throne and y'all jesters just play, keep me
yeah.
occupied.
Damn. Oh, okay. Oh, wow.
What's your questions?
Um. Okay. So whatever you just pulled out of your ass just now just gave me a whole bit of light. So I'm scared to ask the damn question now. I'm scared to ask anything because I'm like, Lord, you gonna get to pointing the dates and times and things. You gonna be telling me
No, 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 no. No,
no,
no, no,
but
no, 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 no.
let's keep it light for a second because
Okay,
I don't know if I'm
okay.
ready to go all into that. Let's just talk about my channel for a second.
Yes.
What's going on with my channel? I've just rebranded recently. I'm going in a
Yes.
new direction. I'm doing new things. I'm talking about new subjects, and I am trying to really get to a place of stability with the channel, monetization, all
Mhm.
of those things.
Yep.
And so where are we at? What's going on with that?
Well, I'm in the same process as you. I'm trying to rebuild the channel. I first originally started YouTube back actually in 2018. I wound up getting up to about a 3,500 subscriber following. Um,
Yes.
and it kind of got overwhelming because the hate that came from having that type of following, I was not prepared for emotionally, physically, mentally, because these people were coming at me. Because obviously my face is on my stuff. You can find me on social media everywhere. You know what I mean? My Facebook, blah blah blah, family pictures. I'm out there. You know,
Right.
and the hate, like certain demographics of religious folks, we'll call them,
Mhm.
basically Christians. Okay, let's just fucking call it as it is. Christians, okay, hateful Christians, were finding me on other YouTube platforms. Like, it was like a bookkeeping platform. I was just watching a video, made a comment on it. Somebody made a comment about how I'm promoting the devil and how dare I teach this and how dare I do that. And that plethora of hate just came in and kind of like made me shut down and cancel the channel. So that's why
Mm.
I'm kind of in a rebranding process. Like, I got mad and I restarted it. You can see, like, if you look at the time flow of videos. So I'm in the same process as you, Jordan. Learning, growing, also understanding new technology platforms to even grow our channel with. Like, who knew what the heck StreamYard was in 2018? I didn't. Did you?
Not at all. I was not even like on my first channel, I was literally just turning on the camera, talking for however long, and then I would hit upload. Like I wasn't even editing. Hi Rosemary, how are you, babe?
Hi, Rosemary. Hi,
I wasn't
baby.
even editing. Like I wasn't even editing my freaking videos. I was just talking and uploading.
Yes.
Like it was very just on my soapbox. Like I called it a soapbox channel because
Mhm.
I would just get on camera and just talk, and I would just say what I had to say, and then just upload it and just leave it right where it is.
Yep.
But like you said, like it got overwhelming because my old channel was predominantly about social justice issues and what it was like to be black and or queer while residing in America. And then I eventually
Yes.
turned it into a podcast. And going through those things, going through those things while you're talking about it every day became really stressful and like
Yeah.
overwhelming because it's like there's no escape from it. So I
Yep.
eventually like walked away from it after I hit the goal of 50 episodes, and I just like walked away from it. And
Gotcha.
then before I started this channel, I wanted to I was actually planning on doing another podcast. I was actually just planning on doing like a music podcast where I just predominantly talk about the impact of music, the history of music, just different things like that. Kind of like a VH1 music documentary style podcast.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, like that. And then the things just kind of happened, stars aligned, viewers aligned, I guess, space meeting opportunity, whatever, what have you, and creating luck with me calling into different people's YouTube channels and people actually
Yep.
liking me. So the response that I got from joining different people's panels just kind of influenced me or encouraged me to start a channel, and then here we are.
Yes.
So
And I get that. And the fact that it sounded you're like people actually liking me. Like you like totally can't believe people actually like your personality. Like the fact that you can drag a bitch. Like shade it like no other. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's dark in here. There's some clouds up in this atmosphere. Oh, there's my son coming home. That's so cute. I just don't understand. People you're so funny. I don't understand why you think nobody would like you on here though.
it's
That
not that
that's
I'm
what I
like
think confuses me.
it's not that I'm like down on myself, like I think that people are going to like think negatively of me. It's that I just don't set any expectations for myself. So it's like
Okay.
I just go into it and just go balls to the wall and like whatever happens happens. So like I don't necessarily, especially when I was calling into people's channels, like I really didn't have a concept of like people receiving me. I was calling in to
Yes.
talk directly to the host of the channel and just give my opinion. I didn't even
Correct.
stop to think about, oh, there's 700 people watching this right now, and they're going to have opinions on what I'm saying. Like, I didn't even
Yes.
think about that, right?
No.
So, so like, it's not that I thought that it was going to be negative. It's just that I didn't think about it one way or the other. I didn't even think about the audience. Like, I just was calling to talk to the host. And so I never thought about it that way, right? Like, because I
Yep.
come from a radio background. So to me, calling into
Okay.
YouTube channels was like calling into radio shows back in the day. That's kind of how I
Mm.
looked at it. And I didn't like back when I was a kid calling into radio shows, I didn't think about it like, what are the listeners on the other end of the radio gonna think? Like, I was just
Yes.
calling to talk to the host of the radio show. Like, I
Yeah.
didn't even think about that.
Absolutely.
But
That.
now, oh, sorry, go ahead,
No. Go
babe.
ahead. I was just saying you don't know how much you're really missed. Rosemary to Jordan. We love you.
Thank you, sweet pea. I really
Right
appreciate
there,
that.
angel in this. Right there. That's an angel right there. Telling you what. Telling
That's really
you.
sweet. But
Mhm.
I just like I didn't even think about it like that. So like I I just kind of like called in and just kind of like said my piece, and then but like with the age of technology that we're in, with people having a comment section and like you being able to see what people think about what you're saying in real time versus maybe one or two callers that like call in after you that may have a comment on like what you're saying. Now you can see hundreds of comments in real time happening about everything that you're saying in real time, and it's like I did not think about any of that for some reason. I don't know if that's like naivete or what, but I went into it completely blind. Hey son.
Yeah, that's my
But
son. Hi, son. Yeah, everybody saw you. That's
but
my 17-year-old. Uh-huh.
oh my god.
Yes,
Mine is
boo,
7.
17. Oh
Child, mine is
God.
7.
Enjoy it while they're young. Cause I was always like, oh my God, when's he gonna get older to get through some of it? And now he's 17 and I'm just like, just stop.
Why
Just
don't you like
stop.
me anymore?
Yeah, right. Well, one, he loves me, okay? He has to, or I'll starve him to death and I'll beat
Basically.
him.
Right.
I'll beat him like a redhead stepchild. It's okay. We've already discussed this. Yeah, you see him? See? He knows.
He
He
loves you.
knows. He knows. But It's a great journey though. All I can say is at first you're like, because I never planned on being a mom or having children. It's definitely a journey, and when they start turning into like little humans, like with their attitude and their personality, like 7 and 8 ain't it? Yeah, just wait till they hit like 11. It's
Listen,
enough to make you want
I
to just break down and just eat Percocets the size of your
eat
thigh.
Percocet.
Eat Percocets and live off bottles of wine, Bill. That's
I'm
all you
going
can
to have
do.
to. I'm
Because
gonna
the
have to
words
really
just
commit to
cut.
this Buddhist monk thing, cause
The
like
words
there,
just cut.
then I'm gonna have to seriously commit to this Buddhist monk thing because I am
Yes.
considering taking up Buddhism. Just because if I have to submit myself to a religion, the only one that makes sense to me is Buddhism.
Yep,
So,
absolutely.
but
Beautiful
like
religion,
there
by
are
the way.
thank you. But there are days when like I literally just want to like run away from America, run to India and just become a
Yes.
Buddhist monk.
I want to run away from the planet. The way we
Like
are
my
supposed to live on this planet, like existential human beings, we just get up, slave for the dollar, just to have a meaningless existence, if you will. Like, don't get me started on that because I'm like, humans aren't meant
snap.
to just get up and work and pay bills to this machine of patriarchy that I just want to smash.
Mhm.
Just want to
Exactly.
smash. But
Exactly.
and we only have value if our legs are going fitting. But and you know what I'm talking. We're only valuable for
Mhm.
you get where I'm going. That's it. That's the only way we have
100%.
value.
100%. I was actually just having this conversation the other day where I was like, it's so interesting how people can use words to allude to certain things when their actions really allude to me just being a sexual object.
Yes.
It's so funny how like just in general people like claim that they're so attracted to you as a person and like this, that, and the third, but then you get around them and their actions are strictly sexual. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
like it's gross.
And it is gross. It gets old after a while too. It's like, okay, if you could have come correct and just said, listen, I think you're hot. I just want a piece. I want a taste, and I want to go on my merry little way.
Then I could have just made
I can
that
respect the
decision.
hustle. Thank you. I can
Yes,
respect
like
that
I could have just
hustle.
made that decision with an informed opinion. Like, thank you. Like, just let me
You,
have that choice.
we're all adults. Most adults, depending healthy ones, all enjoy physical and adult activity. So I mean, who says it wouldn't have worked out? You know what I mean? Like everybody could have had
Exactly.
their fun.
But men are
I get
assholes.
it. Yes,
Men are assholes.
and
Men
then
are asses.
some. I'm raising one. Trust me. It doesn't matter how hard you try. It's like ingrained in their DNA.
To be an
they all
asshole.
turn into they all turn into it.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
That's why I'm like, I just want to have my little YouTube channel where I just sit and talk about peace and love and talk about society and social issues and like, girl, I just
Yeah,
want to, be a person. Like, that's why I'm like I'm nervous because like I want to talk about like the things that the popular YouTubers talk about, as far as like the housewives and the things and
yep,
the pop culture and the stuff like that. But I'm just tired of it being the same format. Like it's
yeah.
for me, it's like the way that I see these reality shows all have the same format and they're all getting tired. It's like the way that I see reality TV needing a structural change, I think the way that we cover reality TV needs a structural change as well. So like I don't
Absolutely.
like while I'm not knocking or like shading anybody who like talks about the gossip and the drama and the headlines and the da 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 and the the drama and the bullshit, like that's cool. Like I like there's no shade to nobody. Like I don't think negatively about it. I'm just like I don't want to be one of another thousand YouTubers doing it the same way, talking about the same things in the same direction. Like I would rather
Hmm.
talk about the same stuff in a completely different format. So like I just, but it makes me
Now,
nervous because, we'll see.
well, and remember we had this discussion too, off camera and all of that. Your channel is your own. You decide what you want to talk about and how you choose to have your format. You choose what you want on it and what you don't. how you want information portrayed and how you don't. And I do understand what you're saying in regards to the format of how we've been watching reality TV, i.e., especially in regards to, like, say, Housewives, 90 Day Fiancés, the Life After Lockup, the Love and Lockup series, and stuff of that nature. Um, we are a society that's filled and bred on basically the drama and the kickback and the reaction and the resolve of it all, if you will. But
If we ever get
after,
to the resolve.
if you ever even get to the resolve, 9 times out of 10 you don't, because they choose to not show you the resolve to keep conflict going. It is getting old and played out, if that makes any type of sense.
Yeah,
Like, I
complete sense.
enjoy Potomac. I enjoy Potomac because you see the core women there who have been there since the jump, basically. They have this unspoken code of ethics amongst each other, if you will, that got broken apart when all them heifers went after LVP,
Mm.
you know? And so
Mm-hmm.
I do think that the platform of what we see on TV needs to change, because now we're starting to see all these pre-produced bitches, right? You got the Lisa Barlow and the Meredith. Okay, that is the most pre-produced and two white ladies I've ever seen on a freaking housewife show. I mean, I understand they were studying the assignment because they want to be popular and on TV, but at the end of the day, they're literally producing certain storylines. So how is it all of a sudden you're portraying the way and getting the information out there of how Whitney's husband makes his money?
See, listen, I can't even comment because I've missed the last couple episodes
Oh
because I've had a lot of
no,
things going on. Listen,
it's
I have to
okay.
binge watch.
I just caught
Like
up.
I said on my live yesterday, I literally watched the season finale and both parts one and two of the Potomac reunion back to back to
Okay,
back.
nice,
And
nice.
I was so infuriated that I fixed a drink and went on live. I was like, this
Yeah.
is ridiculous. I didn't speak to the manager. I
You're
was
like,
like,
I
this
went
is
second.
ridiculous.
Get me
I
my
was
Starbucks cup and my Uggs.
I was like, children, behave yourselves. This is unbecoming of your character.
Oh
Yeah,
gosh.
man, it was a fool.
Yeah, I mean, I like the Potomac. I don't. Oh, how do I
Love
put it? How do I put it? The hypocrisy of it all. I didn't watch
That's
your video
literally
on
what
it
I
yet.
titled the dive. That's what
That's
I
what I'm
titled
saying.
the
I know.
hypocrisy and the
I
hilarity.
It is, though. It is straight hypocrisy, because you got Giselle talking about how, oh, if Mia would have hit you, I wouldn't have said anything. So where was this fire last season with Monique? Because Monique mollywopped on Kansas because why? Somebody talked some smack about an infant child,
But
which,
you
no
still hire a
offense.
damn security guard.
Thank you. Thank you. But your little green eye bandit ass will go ahead and hire a security guard, okay? And then the other thing, the colorism issue.
I
Candace,
talked about it.
Candace, Candace. That's what I'm saying. I got to go back and watch your video, boo boo. Um, hello, Candace. You're not dealing with just one biracial woman. You have Giselle, you have Robin, you have Ashley. Like,
Hmm.
do you not understand where you guys are at? And I would say the demographic feeding chain when it comes to NBC.
Honey.
Like, I mean, oh, Candace. Oh, Candace.
I feel that way about all of them though. Like it seems like it's a good cast to watch, but it seems like the level of or the lack of self-awareness on a
Yes.
lot of their part, like they're all doing the exact same things, yet they're all attack like they all just choose one person to jump on per season, one or two people to jump on per season, and it just becomes
Yes.
so it's just it's tired, and I want to see
It
it
is.
done differently because this is supposed to be. Excuse me while I eat chips. I'm hungry as hell.
Go
But
ahead, honey.
this is supposed to be like a group of actual friends, and it seems like y'all are just putting a bunch of bitches together to see who reads the best. Like if this is a read session, then just call it that. Don't
Thank
call it a
you.
friend group because I feel like I'm being lied to.
Mm-hmm.
Legit.
Amen. Agreed,
But
because I feel that too with the pre-production of Salt Lake City, if you will. Yes.
listen, I have to kick. catch up on that, but I smell the vibes though, because I've seen the first, I think 4, 5, 6 episodes of this season. I can't even remember how many I've seen, but I have seen a good portion of this season. But I want to listen. God bless
All I'm gonna
them.
say is if you haven't watched it yet, Heather Gay is at least the MVP of where you actually see the glimpse of her being a real human being. She's the only
She's my
one. Like I
fave.
don't want to. She's the only one that said when all this went down, do we call Jen and let her know that the cops were just. She's the only fucking one. She's the only one that for a minute sat there and stopped and thought, like, holy shit, this woman's got kids. This woman's got a husband. This woman's got family.
No
Like,
shade. Lisa did call like 6 lawyers. Like I love Lisa Barlow. Don't get me wrong. She is the empress of the Baby Gorgeous gang, sort of. But like
listen,
I,
six
I
lawyers and you still got somebody
and
doing
you
those
never
eyebrows
thought to
like
even send a
that?
text.
I don't think so. You best pay somebody on them brows, bitches, okay? Save
Well,
yourself
listen.
some pennies on them lawyers.
Listen. I'm still trying to. I'm not
Look
even
at
gonna
you.
shade her because I'm still trying to decide if I want to grow my eyebrows back or not. So I'm in an in between
Um,
phase right now where I'm like,
okay.
I can't even talk about her eyebrows.
Okay, see, I'm the
But
natural
I do
brow
think it's
crew. This is all mine. I can't. I ain't with
right.
that.
Like that's why I
I
ain't got
can't do
nothing
it.
going on because I'm like, if I'm gonna shave my eyebrows, then I'm gonna shave them to not have eyebrows, not to draw them on later. That just defeats the purpose of shaving them for me.
Right? I
So,
never understood that. Never got that. Never got that.
child drag queens is a whole thing. But
Eh.
I don't know. Like I just, but child, like. Since we talking about the housewives, I'll just go
Mhm.
ahead and bring it back to the cards then.
Mhm.
How much of my success on my channel is going to be related to housewives topics?
Oh, okay. That's a good question. Good question. I
Because
mean, it's what brings the crowds.
I'm ambivalent on speaking about housewives in depth unless it's something that is like impactful or like emotionally meaningful. Like unless I'm getting like deep actual like what's the word I'm looking for? Substantial content. Like I need
Okay.
substance to like talk about it.
I
So
gotcha.
I don't want to talk about housewives just to talk about housewives. So
Just
it's
to talk about it. Mhm.
just to talk about what happened on the episode. Like I don't care about the B-roll. I don't care about the stupid stuff. I don't really care about the arguments that much, unless we're getting something beneficial out of it.
Yeah. That I
So.
understand. But see, you can turn it that way. So if you
Mhm.
do talk about the housewives, it is going to give you Queen of Pentacles status where you want that money. It's going to give you the numbers and the platform that you're looking to strive for. So then you can go ahead and shift your conversation to the topic that's going to substantially fulfill you when you breach that topic. You know what I mean? You can link, you got to get the horses to the watering hole, baby girl. You feel me? I know. I hear you. I get it. I get it. It's you know what I mean. But you also got to remember too. The fluff is sometimes what pays the bills. Sadly,
This
that
is
makes
why
any
I've
type of
always had
sense.
such a hard time in this business
I
because I
I
don't
know.
like it always feels like conforming, and I don't ever want to feel like a sellout.
And with the Knight of Pentacles showing up, this is the slowest knight in the deck. He is about surveying the whole open arena around him and deciding on what they want to do and really going towards what's really passionate. If it's not housewives, don't do it.
Hmm.
You're going to wind up faltering and you're going to wind up floundering and you're going to fail due to the simple fact of the day, this wasn't something you really wanted to do. You just did it to appease the masses rather than appeasing yourself, which at the end of the day, that's who you got to live with, not everybody on YouTube and not everybody
Right.
out in the social media world. You got to be able to be okay with your content. You have to be able to be okay with what you're wanting to decide to do. And it may take a little longer than anticipated for you to get that foundation and jump off the way you want. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like it may take you longer to get to the subscriber count that you're looking for monetization, but it's going to be a real community, though. Does that make sense? It may
Mhm.
take slower to build, but it's going to be the community that you want. It's going to be that type of community that you're going to get the feedback and you're going to get the reciprocation of the effort and energy that you put in. You're going to get it back in return. Does that make sense? Because the people
100%.
then who are going to watch your content are going to be the same type of individuals that are either A, like minded, B, not like minded, but open minded enough to have a conversation and to research about it, or C, that person who is completely lost and looking for, you know what I mean, some type of direction in that type of situation.
Mhm.
So then that's going to build that positive community that you're looking for. That's going to be okay if you come on here on your soapbox day and talk about how being a manic bipolar, you know what I mean? Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Can ultimately either hinder you or help you depending on how you allow it to trigger your life and what you then allow it to propel you to do after said triggering moment and you blow everything the fuck up.
Right.
Does that make sense?
100%. I'm just
I
like,
know I get
girl.
long winded.
No, you're
I get a
fine.
little.
I'm just as long.
Okay.
Child, I'm probably longer winded. So I'm working on like creating sound bites. Child, I'm gone with the wind throat fabulous.
Mm-hmm. See,
Pause.
here's the problem. Here's the problem. Here is your indecision popping in. This is the Two of Swords. This is that person, okay? The swords deals with our intellect, our mind, our thought processes, our communication with one another mentally, our spiritual communication going in and out, our vibes going in and out as well, body language and things of that nature. This is the conflict. There's two decisions. You need to make a decision. You don't know what to choose because you don't know all the variables to equate to the equation, because that stupid little moon there is saying you're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to know. There are certain things that you are just not supposed to know. Spirit got game, okay? Spirit got jokes, and Spirit's a bitch. There's
Mm.
shit working around in the background. I.e., if you choose the housewives path and, you know, are kiki and ha-haing and drinking moments, it's going to go one way for you. Are you going to be successful? Absolutely. Now, if you go the other path, are you going to be successful in your social justice and trying to have more conversations that lead to more of um, that lead to more conversations that are going to give you Sally Jesse Raphael vibes back from the 90s? We'll get you the big red glasses. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes, right? And just you'll be successful in that asset facet as well, but it may not be as fast, it may not be as recognizable, it may not be as, how do I put it, joyous or fun, if
Mhm.
you will, because you know what I mean, when you're always having fun with fluff, everything's fluff, but then that's the problem, it's all fluff and no substance.
Mhm.
So that's what you
Okay.
got to decide.
Well, hearing that makes it pretty easy for me because I don't really give a damn about the timeline because I'm in a place now that my situation shit may extend me the opportunity to give me the leverage and the time to do what I need to do. Right. So
Ooh,
if I know that
okay.
I'm gonna get to the right, so if I'm gonna get to the success regardless, I would rather take the time and do it with the integrity that I come into this industry with, and like that I stand on my soapbox and preach about. I don't want to use the word preach, but I would rather do it with integrity than sit around and just do it just to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I would rather
Mm-hmm.
take the time and have it do like I've waited this long. Hell, what's a couple
Yes.
more months? Like my goal is to be monetized by the end of the year. Do I think it's gonna happen? No, but that's not gonna kill me if it doesn't happen.
No,
No, man, I'm just gonna
that
stop
means
YouTubing.
nope. It may take until March to get monetized. It may take a little longer. Heck, it may happen next week. You don't know that.
I
But
don't.
that's where you decide to let go of the things that are no longer serving you here with death. This is Scorpio season. This is all about Scorpio. And that's where you decide to let go of what no longer serves you. You have that Phoenix moment. You're in the process of it now. if that makes sense.
100%.
Burning down everything that no longer serves you, burning down the old you, wiping it all out and starting over anew. And if that's the path that, and there he is again, there's your confirmation. There you go.
Mm,
This is the queen right before the empress. This is the one who's happy, who's content. They've got their money on point, the family on point. Everything in their world that will make them the most content individual is the Queen of Pentacles.
mm.
She's that one step below the empress status, if you will.
Hmm. Okay. So since we're here, let's go ahead and bring it back to the situationship then, and then we can just do an update later on in like sometime on my channel. Cause now I'm ready to go all in now. Fuck it, you got me now, bitch. I'm hooked. You hooked me, bitch. I'm here now. What's tea, bitch? I'm
Uh-huh.
here.
Okay, what your
So
tea is, bitch, is yeah. You both are still waiting and watching. Okay, because we got this evil, not the evil, but the high priestess. Okay, this means there are things going on in the background, things that you aren't meant to see. The situationship is getting things handled on their end, just like you're getting handled on your end, so things
is
don't
that the case though?
interfere.
Is that the case though? What's going on with the situationship? Because the situationship, here's the thing. Let's talk
Okay,
about it. Since you got
okay.
me
Let me.
hooked in here, we
Right,
finna talk
all
about
right.
it.
Okay, boo.
The deal with the situationship is that it is very new, it is very fresh, but it is very intense, and it is happening very fast, right?
Mhm.
But the things that come along with that are opportunities for fulfillment of all the things that I desire on both sides, whether it be the emotional or the stability portion of the situation,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
So, but I am hesitant because of the velocity of speed that is happening, right? Now, mind you, I will say that I got into a relationship with my ex-husband 4 days after I met him, and we were together for 10 years.
Yes.
So I can't. So it's not me saying that it can't happen. It's just
Correct.
I'm just a my Virgo is Virgoing.
Yeah, it absolutely is Virgoing, and there's nothing wrong with that because you're also going off of your past experiences where you've done this before. Like, are we gonna get like the definition of insanity is repeating the same action, thinking you're gonna get a different result, and that's very fair. The question is the wheels are turning because you're undecided and so are they. Does that
Mm-hmm.
make sense? You both are undecided because it's probably both very fast for both of you guys. But the wheels are moving forward. So that's a good thing. That means the process is going forward. It's not a bad forward. It's just going forward, maybe the way it should be. Okay. Sometimes you got to let things just kind of run its course, if you will. Okay. Take it one day at a time. If you feel it's going too quick, don't jump in completely, if that makes any type of sense. Still allow yourself to have some grounding in the background before you go and just leap first without a safety net, if you will. Let's see what
Mm.
else she got to say. Let's see her. All right,
Yes,
give me a
girl. Talk to
card.
me, honey. Talk
Talk
to
to
me.
right.
Talk, talk, talk. Honey, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh, King of Wands.
Oh, talk to me. I'm here. I just had to
The
light up a
King of Wands.
cigarette, but I don't want y'all to
No,
see me
you fine.
smoking on
No,
camera.
it's fine. No, absolutely. Because that's bad. We don't like tobacco. Okay. So the King
Right,
of
we don't
Wands
do that in real
energy.
life. I'm actually just vaping.
Ah, any which way. King of Wands energy. That's that energy that's strong, that's fierce, that's very understanding. He's a very compassionate and passionate king. But the problem with that can be, Jordan, is this person also too can be very cruel and very selfish about their intentions. He's not in the reverse. So right now there's none of that issue going on. But if it's sending up red flags, then that's where you got to pay attention if that makes any type of sense. Oop, next
Yes.
card. See, that Knight of Wands keeps coming in. See, you're just gonna keep going in and out passionately, fire it. You're just gonna run head first, and
So
maybe
that's what I
that's
need
what's
to
scaring
do.
you. I mean, it's saying you're running. You're gonna do it regardless. It appears that
Oh
you're doing it
fuck!
either which way.
It is.
It's kind of calling you
Oh,
out of your bullshit. It's saying, listen, you're already running with your wand out, okay? Your little wand is poking out in front of you while you're running.
well, my wand is not little. Let's be very clear about that. Okay,
You-
Mama's got a big old wand. Okay,
oh.
don't count me
Oh.
out. Okay,
Oh,
ask the cards,
okay.
ask the cards,
Okay.
baby.
Well,
Ask the
you
cards.
do you see how big that staff is? Okay. Yeah, listen. It's got
That's
roots.
all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Ask the cards. You ain't got to go by me. Ask the cards. Okay?
That's hilarious.
Nah,
That is too
but
much.
so
Eh,
basically,
ah,
we're saying I should just run head first, keep it pushing, bust down up through the thing, and just let it happen because it's
Let it
already
happen.
happening.
It's already happening. You guys are already having that connection. This is the lovers, this is Gemini, this is the major choice, the major decision, the major, interaction of the two, lessons, you know what I'm saying? Just because oh God, just because y'all meet under the weirdest of circumstances, like that's how me and my husband met. Like we met way before we ever got together. And where I was coming out of in my life wasn't exactly the best spot, and neither was he. And now, like, here we are. Isn't life grand? But the lovers, that can mean that's a karmic soulmate, twin flame type connection going on. This is a connection that's going to teach you something, Jordan, either which way, good, bad, and ugly. And you know what? This may be that rebound, if that makes any type of sense. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
100%.
If that makes any type of sense. Also, too, remember, just because it's the lovers, it also could be you're just trying to make a big decision on what to do with this individual because of all of the emotions that this person does stir in you and how things are going, if that makes sense as well. It's like certain triggers. It's like, bink, oh my God, they just hit that button. Bink, they just hit that button too. Bink, oh my God, they just hit all three buttons. Ain't nobody hit all three that quick. Holy shit balls. I can't believe it. I say go for it because you got the 10 of cups. I say go
Say that
for
one more
it.
time. I'm sorry.
I say go for it. You got the 10 of cups.
God damn. That is, see, that's the time. See, it's the confirmation that is scary. Because it's like, now it's like, well, bitch, now you got to do what you do. Now it's all in my court, and now I can't blame anybody else for my contention. Ugh.
Mm.
Now I have to
Doesn't
own my shit,
that suck?
basically.
Doesn't that
Doesn't it suck
suck?
when you have to be an adult and own your
Yes,
shit?
yes.
Doesn't it suck being
Why?
grown?
Why do we have to be an adult? Why do we gotta be grown?
It's
Why do we gotta be
insulting.
all
It's
adultish?
fucking
Like,
insulting.
isn't it? Along with the
Piss
fucking
off
crow's
cards. I'm
feet.
joking.
Yes, right. Trust me. Listen, I have yelled at my tarot cards before. Okay, they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, isn't that's my son? Freaking, I'm telling you, the Aquarius, the star here. It's all about it's all lining up in the stars for you. It's about handling that major emotional bullshit. You see her moving those two jugs out there. That is
Yes.
somebody whose major emotional baggage and shadow work is going on here. Okay, you could come
Hmm.
across a relationship in your lifetime, Jordan, that may not be that long or may not have been spanned in 10 years, sir. Okay. With that gentleman that we shall remain nameless, fucker. Okay, we'll kill him. We'll
No,
christen
he's
him.
fine. No, he's
Okay,
fine. He's
fine,
fine.
fine.
There's no love lost. I don't hate him.
Okay,
We aren't angry
okay,
with him. It just didn't
okay,
work out. That's
okay,
all it is. But he's
okay. Fair
but
enough.
he's my baby daddy, so I'm not gonna talk bad about him.
Okay, fine.
I don't talk bad about my baby daddy, child. Now, if you want to talk about any of my other exes, now I can go and clown them hoes. But my baby daddy is
Oh,
off limits. Now he's still family.
all I'm going to say is don't negate how this type of relationship coming in, even if it may come in quick, it may come in, hot and heavy and everything. Don't negate the lessons that you'll be able to learn and the shadow healing that can come from it, because a small relationship in your life could wind up healing so many years of damage you didn't even realize you had. So
Mm,
don't give up the faith. Don't lose hope. You know what I mean?
right.
Give yourself that little light to look up to, if you will. You know what I mean? Let the chips fall where they may. Keep going at it the way you've been going. But there's that offering of love. There's that Knight of Cups. Okay, there's that cup being offered, the love, the divinity, that speaking of the truth and the happiness, and it's being given, and it's being given freely. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing wrong with that. Now, if of course, anybody in a night energy can have those lower vibrational vibes because everybody wants the king, but, you know, sometimes you got to train them. I'm hearing somebody, you got to train them.
That is fair.
You got to
That is
train them.
fair.
Like you got to, like you got to train. You might have to train this individual a bit of how to deal with all of this. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I actually had this conversation with him. I actually
Like
had
you,
this conversation with him recently. I
oh
was like,
yeah,
"You are good. You're gonna have to learn to deal with me because you've never had a woman like me before, so you don't understand what you're getting yourself into." And so I was like,
that's what I
just
mean.
buckle your seatbelt, puppy."
Absolutely. And it's okay to still be hurting. It's okay to still feel upset about certain things. I didn't forget you, KK. I'm coming, honey. I'm coming. I'm sorry.
I was about to mention her too. Yeah,
It's okay. We
but
didn't
I'm
forget you,
sorry,
baby. We're
KK.
here. It's okay. I'm about to shuffle for you too. But don't, because this is the Nine of Swords. This is somebody who's up at night, over anxiety, despair, crying, having moments of like, what the fuck? How did I get here? Like, why am I here? I didn't sign up for this shit. I didn't do all of this A, B, and C like I was supposed to not get D, and I'm not getting shit now.
Right.
So, like, I'm not getting shit now. Like,
But
what the
like, correct
hell?
though. Like, what
Yeah.
happened?
Pretty much what happened. The wool got pulled out from underneath somebody here. And that's because people make decisions in their lives that affect everybody around them.
Tell me
But
about it.
somebody have a drinking problem?
Um,
The big eyes tells me yes or no. I'm kind of nervous. Don't answer that if we don't want to.
I don't know. Wait, like I don't know.
Because
I
that's
don't.
the Nine of Cups energy here is somebody who is living their best life, but it's somebody who does like to indulge and put in a lot of cups. So make sure you're not one of many, Jordan.
Well, I am not that person because
That,
I don't drink like that. But okay, so that's something that I'm gonna have to watch out for.
yes. Watch out for that. If not, you know what I mean. It's just because somebody here maybe gets a little bit more free once that drinky drink kicks in.
Mm-hmm.
They get a little bit
Mm.
more free. But this is also an individual who is living their best life. They are looking for that one cup. So if you're that right cup, then this will become the Ten of Cups, which came out earlier.
Mm-hmm.
So like I said, it kind of, you have to get out of your own way and you have to put the effort in. It's everything you don't want to have to do.
Oh, well, damn. Joy. Just
Yeah,
joy.
they're just saying Knights of Wand that shit. This card keeps coming out for you.
Mm,
Knights of Wand that shit, man. Go out, have your
okay.
fun, go fierce, go
Well,
be that little night warrior.
well then
That's what
fine.
this is about.
Well then fine. I'm not gonna take up no more of your cards time, honey. Go on and shuffle for KK. If
I
you
know,
want me
right?
to
We got to
stay up
figure
and
out
just
KK.
kiki, I'll sit up here
Yes,
and just kiki
stay up
with
and
you. Cause I
kinky
don't
for a
know if
minute.
she can. Cause I don't know if she can call in from Facebook. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know either because I am streaming on Facebook. But KK, the card I got for you is you are going to be victorious. You're going to get the communication that you're looking for. You're going to get an answer, whether it's the most positive answer you want, but it may not be, but it's going to be an answer that's going to give you peace.
Mm,
Okay? If that makes any type of sense, KK. I know you're wanting to know if Irina was going to reach out to you and things of that nature. They will be reaching out. How long and when? That I can't give you a time frame on because that's just that depends on spirit. And I just listen. There's some depths of spirit that I will not delve. And if we're going to go start doing time ranges, I'm not going to that depth. That there's no way. Not happening. But KK, what else, KK? Yeah. But KK, you're going to get that clarity, that justice, that honest answer that comes in with the justice here with the Libra and the balance. Okay, because then it's going to give you a clear path on what choice you need to make with the chariot, and it's going to be a quick path that you make with this. And also too with the communication, because the justice does is the sword and speaks with about communication as well. So the communication may also come in. It's going to be very swift, but it'll at least tell you on what you need to do and where you decide and what you need to go through. KK. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Now, thank you, KK. Sorry about that. Love you. But no, Jordan. No, it's okay. It's just Oh, and okay, so then can we at least say one thing though about the ladies of Potomac compared to any of the other housewives recently
Sure,
right now?
sure.
The dresses were way better. The
Yeah.
outfits, the
I don't know what
staging.
happened in Beverly Hills. I don't know
What
what
the
happened in Beverly Hills. I
It
don't
was
know
like
what happened.
it was the Delia's catalog puked up. I don't know if anybody remembers what Delia's is from the
The
90s.
only reason
The
I know that store is because that's my mother's name. That's my mother's name. I was like, wow.
No shade,
Wow,
mom. No
mom.
shade, mom. We
So you got
love
a
you,
whole
mom.
franchise and don't even tell
Yes.
me about it. So am I gonna
You
get some money out
know?
of this? Like,
Amen, right?
do I at least get a
Yes.
franchise? Like, come on.
That's what I'm
She has no
saying.
affiliation.
And what happened to
Unfortunate.
Kyle's hair? Didn't I see that hairdo back on like who? Sarah Michelle Gellar when she was coming out at
I
the
thought it was
Buffy premiere?
I thought it was like very like Janice Ian at the prom. I was like, okay. I mean, listen,
Mm.
I I have interesting opinions on everybody's. I did a video about it back in the day, but like child, I don't know. It was all a damn mess regardless. It was all
I'm
a
just
damn
saying,
mess.
they look a lot better than the ladies of Beverly Hills did. I'm so upset that we didn't get the New York reunion because them white privileged bitches didn't want to have to answer some hard questions, okay? About what? Critical race theory? God forbid, Ramona. Do you even know what that is?
No.
No, she doesn't. That's what I'm
She
saying.
she don't even know the name of her help.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't understand how. I've never liked Ramona though. Maybe that's the problem. I've never cared for her since the beginning of the seasons, like way back in the day when
Fair.
she started. Never cared for her. Always saw her as that white snobby woman who looked down on everybody because they weren't blonde hair, blue eyed, and lived in a certain zip code.
Hmm.
Like, and that's such a bad representation of New York. New York has so many people. It's not
I
just the
don't
Upper East Side. Like,
I
can we
don't
go to
understand.
Brooklyn?
Like for me personally, I'm just tired of aspirational television. Like I'm tired of people showing us this opulence and this glam and all this other bullshit and not really showing us any substance. Like all y'all do is get a bunch of rich bitches together to holler and scream at each other about who got invited to whose parties and who's sleeping with whose man. Like it makes no sense.
Right?
Like
Right?
y'all ain't talking about shit. And then at the end of the day, now the format of the shows have just broken down from not even what's going on in the wives' lives. Now it's formatted around one central issue within the women, and we don't even get to know the women anymore. So now,
No.
once we find out that one piece of pop off that's gonna set the rest of the season on fire, we gonna run off of this singular storyline for 22 episodes, and then we're gonna get B-roll of everybody else's life. It makes no
Mm-hmm.
sense. Like that's especially pertinent pertaining to Beverly Hills because that's the way their show works. They find the one thing for the season and then they run with it. I'm just like,
Yup.
but Atlanta has kind of fallen into the same shit. Potomac is falling into the same shit. It's like it's just all repetitive, but none of it is like varietized or new. Like if it's going to be an anthology series of the same format, then at least give us something different each season. Give us some type of variety, like change it up, have some real shit going on. Do something with your wealth and your platform besides buy shit.
Yeah, right. Agreed. And have you noticed the way these shows are now taking the stride? Because this was going to be another Fire Fae Cafe topic. Why is it all of these? They're like they're going to people who have shady business practices, unsavory businesses on purpose. You get where I'm going with this? It's
Yeah, it's
like
gonna be the true
they
crimes
went
of
out.
Bravo.
Thank you. It's like you're purposely going after people who have issues with the finances, legal issues, things of that nature, just for the television value. Don't get me wrong. I love a good true crime story like the next gal, but I'm not watching Housewives because I
For
want to see the
that.
whole season of fucking Erica Girardi and her lies and her bullshit.
It
Like
just became
I
so.
loved Erica. Oh
Listen, I liked her, but I don't put nothing past nobody.
God, no.
Um, so I'm like, am I surprised that the shit fell the way it fell? Absolutely not.
Mm-mm.
But I'm just pissed that I actually spent my time watching all of these episodes. Like
Right?
I stopped
For
watching at the
nothing.
second part of the reunion. Like I didn't even watch part. Well, I think
You
I did
too,
watch
Boo?
part three. I didn't even
I
watch
watched
part four.
no, I watched 3 and 4, but I watched them. What was it? Basically, after I could just binge it and kind of fast forward through to the shit I wanted to see,
Yeah,
if
I
that
just
makes
watched
sense.
part. I watched parts one, two, and three because I was doing recaps of it every week. And then once I got to part three, I was like, "Look, y'all, I'm tired of this shit. I'm not talking about it no more. I
Yup.
refuse to talk about Erica. There's nothing more to say. There's nothing more to diagnose. There's nothing more to dissect. She ain't got shit going on. She ain't gonna talk about it. She ain't gonna tell y'all nothing more than what she
Nope.
done told y'all. There's
Nope.
nothing more for me to talk about on this subject. So I'm
Nope.
not talking about part four. I'm not even gonna watch it. And I
Nope.
didn't. I
Nope.
said that I wasn't even gonna watch the Real Housewives of of Potomac reunion until part four when they got to Nicki Minaj because I was like,
See, that's what I want to see. That's about it.
I don't even want to hear them go back and forth about Giselle can't dress or about how Candace don't take accountability for shit. I don't want to hear them not take responsibility for attacking her. I don't want to hear like I just y'all talk about the same shit damn near every reunion, and I'm over
Mm-hmm.
it. So it's like y'all didn't really have shit to put together for a 3-part reunion. Like I don't understand why the hell y'all so
Why
pressed
we
on a
got a
4-part
4?
reunion.
Thank you. I
Part
didn't know
four
why
is
we
just the
need.
Nicki Minaj hour. It's really a
Is
3-part
that
reunion. Part four is just like the Nicki Minaj hour.
I'm sure. I have no doubt because I don't know why even Beverly Hills was 4. I could have had. I could have been. That would have been fine with 1. Actually, I mean, I could have lived with Beverly Hills being an email. You feel what I'm
Honest,
saying?
the Beverly Hills
They can send me an
reunion could have
email.
been a 1 hour sit down with Erica.
That's
That
it.
could have been the whole
That's all.
reunion.
That's it.
That could have been the whole reunion. A 1 hour sit down with Erica, just Andy and Erica.
You know,
Because what
because
else did they
what?
talk about?
Nothing. Do you think I care about Kathy and Kyle making up? Absolutely not. I want to. I want the dirt on Big Kathy. I want to know what happened when you were 16, 17 years old, Miss Hilton, when your mommy took you to a bar to teach you how to
Big
get those
Kathy,
rich
though.
men.
The fact
That's
that
what I
her
want to
name is
know.
the fact that her name is Big Kathy, though, that is
Mm-hmm.
something.
Thank
But
you. I
listen, I'm
heard
not gonna
those
talk about
women
the
were. Nah, I know I'm not trying to either, but I heard those women were taught how to hunt rich men.
well, well, they're never gonna talk about it. But I did do a video talking about my conspiracy theory that they're trying to plot a spinoff show with her Kim and Kyle.
Oh God, yeah.
And
Oh yeah.
the way that it
Since
lined
season
up, it
1.
seems like I'm right.
Oh
It seems
yeah.
like I'm right. But
Uh,
we'll see how it
didn't
all
Paris
shakes out
just film her? Didn't Paris just film the wedding too for a social
on
media
Peacock.
show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she
See,
filmed it on Peacock, which is a subsidiary of Bravo.
you know what
And
I think that's for? Because they running out of money. They ain't got as much money as they used to. Who the hell goes to Hilton? I prefer the Marriott anyway.
oh my God, listen, child, I ain't been to a hotel in forever, so I don't know what the kids got going on around to the hotel game, child. I don't, the child, listen.
Listen,
I
the
ain't out here
Courtyard
thought and bopping like
Marriott,
I used to
this
be.
the Courtyard, the Marriott Suites, because we went to Seattle for a week for Labor Day for a family wedding and stuff. That was
Hmm.
a nice ass hotel. They gave you continental breakfast, coffee, you name it, everything. It was great. It was in downtown. We didn't have to walk. I didn't even need a car. It was so fun. Go to Seattle if you ever get the chance, guys.
I actually
It'll
want to
be a
retire to, to Seattle. Parts of me do.
oh, it's
I love Seattle.
Jordan. Oh, have you been so good? Oh my God, yes. Something about taking the light rail from the airport straight to downtown in Westlake Center. We were able to walk right to the hotel. It was
Hmm.
just phenomenal because I'm down here in the Tampa Bay area. There isn't a public transportation to save your life down here. No,
Same,
you screwed. You screwed. You don't want to take the
same.
public transportation if you have to. You don't want to do it.
Child, I will work every day of the week just to buy an Uber so I won't have to take the damn bus. Child.
Mm-hmm.
No, ma'am.
Not knocking the bus. I took the bus in Boston and everything else like that. Not knocking the bus. I've taken the bus. It can be very handy. It got me to and from and
If
helped
you
me get
have
my
to do what
college
you have to
degree.
do,
Thank
do what you
you.
have to do. But if
I
I
even
can
had a
provide for myself an opportunity not to, then I'm going to take it. Okay.
absolutely. Yes, yes, baby, yes. It's a beautiful thing. I know. We said that too. Me and my husband want to move out to Seattle now. So, of course, his job keeps us here for now, but we've been talking about it. Been talking about it.
So
Everything.
let me ask the cause something.
Ooh, okay.
Since we talking about it, since you done got me to talk about it,
Ah.
should I move?
Ooh. 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 Okay.
Just, just
Let's
curious.
see. Should I move? Should I move? Should spirit move? Should Jordan move? Should Jordan move? Let's see what spirit's gonna say. Hmm. Spirit's saying yes, because usually the justice card is a yes. Libra. It's about balance. It's about, making decisions for yourself. The truth is coming in with that little sword of truth there. That's your ace of swords, the beginning of new, ideas, thoughts, inceptions coming in. And it's also spirit guided thoughts and inception coming in. So it's saying if you're thinking about moving, it wouldn't be a negative thing. It wouldn't hurt
Mm,
you in any type of way, if that makes any type of sense. You know what I
that's what
mean?
I'm looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt you in any type of way. Now, will you be sad because you're not obviously going to be around certain individuals if you do move away? Absolutely. How do I put it? But you ain't going to be sad over it. Like, you're going to be relieved, is what I'm hearing. You're going to
Oh
be
my
relieved.
word.
You'll have relief.
Oh my word.
You know what I mean? Relief and
Yeah.
peace. Relief and
Yeah.
peace. And that right there, you can't deny. You know what I mean? And
One
that
hundred
also too
percent.
was for you, KK, probably the justice card popping out because she asked what card that was.
Love that.
Don't you love that? Spirit got jokes. Spirit got jokes for days.
Spirit
People
got
don't believe
jokes,
me.
Penny. Period.
Yes.
Listen. That's
Mm-hmm.
that's amazing. That was
See,
extremely spot on. What's T?
and then this
Read me,
is also
darling.
this is going to be seven of wands. This is taking the high road. This is somebody who has the higher ground. So where you're at in this process, Jordan, you're actually at a good vantage point. You know what I'm saying? You're the guy on the cliff. You're able to see kind of what's going on below. And you're able to dissect and decipher and beat the shit out of any other wand that you don't want on your hill with you.
Mm,
So it's actually a good thing. So I mean, it's saying spirit saying it's a positive venture that you're thinking about moving. You know what I mean? You're thinking about making the change, if you will. It's a very positive outlook. It's not going to hinder you, and the way you're thinking, it's going to hinder you.
okay.
If that makes any type of sense. But
It
you're
does.
you're just in hermit mode about everything right now. You see that little light right there? You know what to do. That spirit playing jokes with us again. That's that hermit crab. You're taking the step back and you're going into hermit mode to kind of you're doing your Virgo-ness, okay? This is because this is Virgo. And it's you're wise beyond your years. You're more experienced than you've ever let anybody know. You know what I mean? You've never gotten the credit for all of the knowledge and experience that you have brought to the table. And you're really starting to realize that now. So you've taken a step back and you've started to understand that you're no longer going to put yourself in a situation that you're not going to prosper or thrive in anymore. You're done with that. You're done,
Yeah.
and that's okay. So you're still just trying to figure out your path. So that's why you're in hermit mode. So, like I said, Spirit got jokes with us right now. So now they're just picking on us. They're like, listen, we know you want to move. We know it's probably going to be in your best interest to move. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you either A, got to take the leap. And if you're not ready to take the leap, then, get yourself grounded, get yourself balanced, and decide when you are. That's what the hermit does. He makes his plan on when he's ready to walk that path. Nobody else does it for him. And nobody's going to dictate to him. Nobody's going to force him to take that path either. That's why he is the hermit. That's why he is that age. That's why that knowledge is there. You're like a nice sturdy oak. Ain't nobody going to move you unless you feel like moving.
That is fair. That is extremely fair.
And that's that Virgo-ness in you, though, too, because it's all about balance with you guys, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
You have to have that balance. And if you don't have that balance in your situation, it
just doesn't make sense. Like, why am I here?
It's that whole phrase, make it make sense. If it doesn't make sense, Virgo is stage fucking left, and you ain't seeing nothing but dust.
100%.
And that's it.
100%.
But there's nothing wrong with that, because you know what you want and you know what you don't. And there's something to be said for that. A lot of people don't know their asshole from their elbows, and so then they try and make the person that they're with think that they don't know their asshole from their elbows because they put that chaos on them. No. And that's when you start fighting back, and then all of a sudden you're the one that's like, oh, well, you've changed. Oh, well, why are you fighting with me over nothing? No, I haven't changed. This person's always been here. It's just tired of dealing with that shit.
Yeah.
That's it.
100%.
It's insane. Let's see what else Spirit got to say. Just have faith. Have hope. Again, the Aquarius is coming for you.
Oh, girl.
Because the other thing too is every time you make a decision, the outcomes are gonna change. It's like, you remember the movie The Butterfly Effect with Ashton Kutcher?
I just watched that movie like a few weeks ago. Yeah.
Every decision, it made a different reaction for the outcome at the end of the movie. And that's the other thing with tarot. So when you have indecisiveness and when you're not thinking clearly and you're not too sure, you go for guidance. Deep down, you kind of know what you need to do. If you really don't know, that's when, you know what I mean? That's when the confusion will come in. But most times, especially being a Virgo, you know what you're doing. You know what you want to do. You know what path you want to go. You know where you're headed. And you'll sit there on your horse. You will wait patiently until it's time to make the trek across that mountain to get to your villa with the beautiful olive tree and the wine and the bread and the cheeses. I'm getting all Italian and hungry.
And the charcuterie board.
And the charcuterie board. Why are all of us ages into charcuterie boards? Because we grew up on Lunchables.
Exactly. That's literally what it is. That is the only reason why grown ass women eat charcuterie is because we grew up on fucking Lunchables as fucking latchkey kids.
Thank you.
That's all it is.
Yes, agreed.
So that makes me happy. So I'm
does.
safe with him. So I'm safe
you are.
with him. That makes
You're
me
safe.
Happy.
You're safe. And the moment you're not safe, you're gonna know. You're gonna know. And then that's when you make your counter moves. But that doesn't foresee to be happening in any of it. I don't really see that coming out in any of the cards. You know what I mean? I see the offering of love here. There's that Knight of Cups again. The Magician is that manifester. This is the one that this is the person that can make mountains out of molehills, if you will. Okay, they are able to turn anything into gold, if you will. And just don't sit there and wonder what you're lacking with the Four of Cups here, because sometimes people read this card as they're missing out on something, that they didn't get what they wanted, if you will. Okay, or sometimes as it can be viewed is what am I not, this is too good to be true. What am I not bringing enough of? Something's going to falter. Something's going to fail. Something's going to come about where all of a sudden, I have a sixth toe and this person don't want me no more. That's that fear kicking in. Don't let that fear control you. Don't let it control you, because you can totally feel left out. because what happened is this person has not gotten the right offer of love. Does that make sense? Like, you wonder why sometimes certain people are still available. It's because they haven't gotten the right offer of love that they have been looking for.
Mm, that makes perfect sense. So, I guess my last question would probably be, so like this person is, I don't know what qualifies as significant, but he is older.
Okay.
And how does that play into the success or the growth of the situation?
Very nicely. Very nicely. Because you're dealing with somebody who's already secure in their money. You're already dealing with somebody who is secure in who they are. Like that's the one thing about dealing with somebody who is a bit older. They know who they are. They know what they want. They know what they don't want. They know what they like and what they don't like. Okay. So you'll
Hmm.
be able to read that from the jump.
Hmm.
There should be no sugarcoating any of it. And if you find that, then I don't really foresee that happening, though. I don't hear any of that bullshit. I don't hear anybody's playing games in this situation. If that makes any type of sense, it's not. None of that is coming through. I
Hmm.
don't. I don't feel that.
Okay.
But I.
Well, I
But
trust
either.
you, girl. Now, if something go wrong, I'm coming to kick your ass. I'm telling you that, honey. It's gonna be me and you in this U2 parking lot. You hit me? I already got two of
Nah.
my earrings off. I got you.
I got your ace of wand here. I'll bat you. I got your ace of wands. I'll take you on. I'll
I
take you
love
all
that.
on.
The wand
It's
of
all good.
protection, chill. Go ahead.
Listen, nah, this is the male phallus. Somebody getting some booty.
Oh, well, it's not me, but it's not me,
Not yet.
unfortunately.
Not yet.
We'll see.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yes. Oh, yes. But keep your options open too. You know what I mean? Have your
Mhm.
fun with this though, Jordan Spirit saying, okay? Don't disclose any options, okay? This situationship that we're currently, focusing on here with this energy, it's a fun thing. It's a great, beautiful thing, but doesn't mean you still shouldn't keep your options open as well. You
Mhm.
understand? You'll know
Mhm.
when it's time to make that next step. Don't give all of yourself so freely unless they're willing to be as free also, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Mhm.
Okay. So, but that's just life in general. Always keep your options open, if that makes sense. It's
Mhm.
saying keep your options open because you never know what doors are going to open in this situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the
Okay.
King of Swords is that truthful energy that pops out. He is somebody who is clear and concise and understands the message. Housework calls. We love you, Rosemary. Thank you for tuning in. Bye, sweetie. I got housework too, so I should be doing the same thing. My husband will be home in like an hour and a half. Oops.
So funny.
That's all right. Maybe I'm the one who has to go take care of some wand tonight, then, don't I? Ooh.
Okay. I'm sorry,
I don't
baby.
know. It's okay. It's okay.
I thought you was headed outside. I here being nosy.
I know, right? He said he was
Going
leaving,
on
didn't
outside.
he?
Go on, folks in
Yep.
here talking.
Bye. Bye.
Go
Jordan
on,
says bye.
folks
We
in here
all say
talking. Going
bye.
on now.
Listen, we know you 17, okay, and know about certain
Love
things, so you
you.
ain't gonna talk about that with mom. We love you.
Just go look it up
Yeah.
on Pornhub later.
Oh God. Listen, listen, listen.
I
That
was a
boy has been.
17-year-old boy at once. Now I'm a 30-year-old woman and it's a whole different story. But I was a
That's
17-year-old boy at
another
one time. I know
conversation.
how that
Can we
goes.
I know we've been on here for an hour and a half. Hopefully I'm not stealing too much of your time. You don't have to go really quick, do you?
What time is it?
It's 3:24 my time, so 2:24 your time. I know you said that you got a live at like what? You want to do one at 3?
3. So I may move it
Okay.
back to 4. We'll see.
Okay.
But
Okay. Cuz
but shit, what's up?
I wanted to ask you, remember that conversation we had off camera? I wanted
Mhm.
to talk to you about because since you are part of the transgender community,
Mhm.
What the hell did Dave Chappelle do that pissed everybody off?
I
Help
still
me make
haven't
it
watched
make
the special
sense.
yet. I
Okay,
still haven't
okay,
watched the damn special yet, but we can reconvene and do a whole nother live and talk to the
okay,
cards about
okay.
that too.
Only
Because
because, yeah, please, I
I
would love to.
yeah, I haven't watched it yet just because I've had so much other stuff going on. I haven't even had the opportunity to dig into it yet, but there is, if you want to get some opinion on it, one of my favorite, right,
Yeah.
baby, baby.
Yes,
Mm,
that's
okay.
that's mine.
But
That's my crotch
right.
critter.
But no, if you want a transgender opinion
Yes.
on the Dave Chappelle special, there is a YouTuber who is my favorite YouTuber. Her name is Kat Black.
Okay.
KAT Black,
Mhm.
like the singing group.
Okay.
BLAQUE.
Oh,
Um
okay.
yeah, it's Cat Black. And she just recently released a video where she watched the closer and she did a whole she
Oh,
talked
there it
about
is.
it. So I
Okay.
so I still have to watch hers. So I'm gonna watch hers and then I'm gonna
Okay.
watch the video myself, watch the actual special myself, and then I'm gonna do a we can come back and do a live and talk to the cards about it and make some fun of it.
Make some
And
fun of it. Because I'm
yeah,
all
make some
about the
fun of it.
comedian. Because I think like, as a comedian, nobody is safe. I don't care what facet of life you're in. Everybody is fair game for comedians, I feel.
There's
Because
jokes intuition.
I could only imagine what the world would think of today of George Carlin or like Richard Pryor or Sam Kinison or Andrew Dice Clay or like, my God, did they hear Eddie
Like
Murphy when he
imagine if
came
Eddie
out?
Murphy. I was just about to say, imagine if Eddie Murphy Raw came out on Netflix
Right?
today. That'd be so funny.
Oh my God.
That's like a
I was
brand new special. The gay community would be up in arms.
I just don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. Does Bubba thinking about me more often? Wait, what?
What does
Uh,
that mean? Who is Bubba? Who's
yeah,
Hunky
who's
Dory?
Bubba?
Who's Hunky
Right?
Dory?
Who's Hunky Dory? And she totally did that. She knows who Hunky Dory is. She plays stupid on purpose.
Who's Hunky Dory? I was like, what? I was like, what? I was
Hold
like,
on,
girl,
I
that
gotta
don't
pick my
even
nose.
sound like something you would say.
I
Girl, go ahead.
gotta.
See, your
Oh,
thing is
good.
cute. I just made my avatar Lena Waithe because that's my
Why
vibe.
don't you? It's the Tune Me app, TOON and then ME. It's an app. It's just it. You like upload a Tune Me of yourself, and then there's
Uh-huh.
this like avatar creator on my phone that I use to create this little picture girl of me. I actually like her. I think I'm gonna make a red T-shirt like that with the hug dealer on there.
Oh, nice.
And
Kay said that Bubba is her ex. Does her ex think about her?
oh, does her ex think about her? Ooh, that's a good
Yes.
question. All right, Miss Morales. Let's see what's going
See,
on.
maybe
Let's
I
see
need
what
to
the
be here to just facilitate. Maybe this is what
maybe
we need to do. Maybe I need to just come
maybe
onto your lives when you're doing your reading
yeah.
and just like be the person to facilitate the readings that you're doing. And then you can
Possibly.
shuffle through the cards and then we can kiki and chat about different stuff while we're getting questions in.
Right? Absolutely. That sounds
I
like
think
a
that can
plan
be
because that's a
informative.
fact. That is. Well, what's going on, Kay, right now is as I pick my nose here. Hold on, I'm adjusting some personal items on my body here, guys.
I love that for you.
I know, thank you. It's actually the Five of Wands that popped up, Kay. So what that tells me is there's a lot of conflict going on right now. So whether it's conflict around you personally or conflict around your ex right now, there's a lot of swinging and there's a lot of fighting. So I don't know. Does your ex deal with a lot of individuals, Kay? Like, do they are is there more than one person here at play, Kay? Is what I'm wondering because normally what happens is when you have this Five of Wands, Kay, is everybody swinging their sticks around and somebody's going to lose an eye.
Oh damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. Ooh, am I there? Can you hear me still?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine,
Oh,
child.
okay.
That's why I was
Oh,
like, oh
okay.
my damn. Not
Oh,
lose an
okay.
eye.
I
I was like, whoo, child,
know.
that woke me. I was like, not lose an eye,
Yeah.
girl.
Somebody gonna lose an eye, okay? They all swinging their wands around, okay? They all bink, binking, binking.
So,
So there's,
so to facilitate to the question, so
yes.
he probably thinks about her in the midst of maybe thinking about several other females as well.
Yes, thank you, Jordan. That's exactly what I'm trying to
See, this
say.
is what I'm here for. Mama gonna translate to the children. That's all.
Thank you.
You know,
You are
I'm
the
kind of.
Jesse Whisperer.
You know what I'm kind of like. You know how at like church they have the person on the side that's like the sign language interpreter.
Oh my God, are you gonna be Mike Keaton? Wait, is what's his
Probably
name? Keat or what is it? Keaton Peel? What's his name? What's his
Key and
God?
Peele,
Key and
Michael
Peel,
Key.
right? Michael Key, wasn't he the other Obama, right?
I think so. I can't remember which one was which at one point, but I can't remember who
Right?
did the Obama thing. But yes, I
I
would love
know it
to
was
do
the
that.
bald one. It was the bald one, the taller bald one. I can't remember his name.
I
I'm so
think that's
somebody's gonna
Michael
yell at
Key if
me.
I'm not
I
mistaken.
think
Hey, it's
so.
fine. I don't know.
He was speaking, the street lingo of the Obama speeches. It was my favorite.
So yeah, we can do that. I'm totally here for that. I don't know how well I can do an Obama accent, but
Oh, I know, right? But okay, oops, sorry, kick that wrong button. But Kay, also too, the Seven of Cups is popping out for you, Kay, in regards to you and your ex. That means somebody does have a few options open to them, and they're keeping those options open. Now, whether all those options
mm,
are good options, it just kind of depends because not all that glitters is gold, correct?
mm,
Just
correct.
because it's shiny doesn't make it, something other than an asshole in a tinfoil suit. He ain't no knight in shining armor, okay?
Hot damn.
That's all I'm hearing right now. Like, listen, he just an asshole in a tinfoil suit. He ain't no knight in shining armor. I wouldn't be too worried about this ex, okay? What's going on with this ex? Spirit is just taking over. We are going to exorcise the demon.
Oh my god,
So, what
that
popped
has me
out for you,
scared for
Kay? Well, the devil in reverse popped out along with the world. So what's going on here, Kay, is this person is an ex for a reason. Okay, the mama spirit is kicking in here. It's saying, let go of the toxicities, let go of what is no longer serving you, let go of that person that is not being a good individual. Okay, there could be some very negative and toxic behaviors that went on in this relationship. That's why the world is here. The world is the end. It is the end of the cycle and the beginning of the new, hence the circle. Okay. So its spirit is trying to tell you, yes, I understand you're hurting. Yes, you're wondering if your ex thinks of you. And at the end of the day, you need to focus on you because that toxicity and negativity is now gone. I know this is not what you want to hear, Kay. I'm so sorry.
oh poor baby.
I know it's not, but it's over and it's done with, and that's where it needs to stay in the past. Because if you wind up starting this circle, this card is going to go back over, and this person could even be in a long-term relationship with another individual. Do you see the chains that are being pointed out? Like somebody might. I keep hearing somebody has that that tie to that ex. Somebody might still be married here, trying to get rid of the ties that bind.
Oh hell.
Let it go. Let it go, okay? Let that go. It's
So
no
long
longer going
story
to serve
short,
you. Yeah.
so long story short, Kay, you in danger, girl.
You in danger, girl.
You in
I have not
danger,
seen that
girl.
movie in forever.
I have not seen that movie in forever either, but I quote it so often. You would think I watch it every other day.
Listen, I quote Star Wars like it's going out of style. You think
Yeah.
I'd watch it every day? Yeah, I'm that geek. I'm that geek. So, yep. Spirit guidance is telling you, Kay, run. Not walk, run your ass away from this person and all the bad thoughts that you was having about this mofo, all the good thoughts too. Enjoy the time that you had with this person. Okay, spirits want me to tell you, but 9 times out of 10, not always. Okay, we'll do a 6 out of 10. Good dick is attached to fuck boys. Let that fuck boy go.
Trust me, cause I used to be a fuck boy, but I have repented for my sins.
Now you have it. That's right. Yeah. Oh, I love that look. It's so sexy.
I had to fix me a drink, child. It's the middle of the day, some fucking where.
Oh my God, I was about to do the same. I was gonna go get the orange juice and the vodka and just start going at it. Isn't that bad? That's so bad,
Well,
isn't it?
well,
Ooh.
I would say yes in normal circumstances, but I'm drinking a Four Loco right now, so I can't talk.
Oh shit.
I
Well, there
just
you
stuck it
go.
in a gas station cup to look like I at least have some common sense.
Nah, it's okay. That's how I drink and drive. Sorry.
Listen, I'm not even gonna talk about that because listen, they got in my ass for driving on damn
Yeah,
on
they did.
live. They got in my ass about
Mm-hmm.
that. I said, "Child, well, I am in the YouTube parking lot. I'm not even in the YouTube streets. I'm in the YouTube
You
parking lot.
know,
I am parked. My
dang
security brake
Skippy.
is on. Child, my foot is on the brake. Okay, I ain't going
Yes.
nowhere. I promise you. Don't be mad at me, girl. Damn,
Mm-mm. No,
they got
yeah,
my
but they be.
ass looking.
Yeah, they did. They got all types of worried about that. Like, Jordan, stop driving. Oh my God, no, no, no. And I'm just
Let me
like,
ask you something.
yes, Bill.
Sh- mm. Well, let
Do
me
it.
ask you and the cards. Well, go
Okay.
ahead.
Well,
What what you finna do, babe?
I was going to say, go ahead and ask me. We're going to shuffle away.
Oh, I was gonna say, um, should I go back into certain spaces that I have not gone into? Like, should I rekindle certain friendships that maybe not have ended, but or like I am considering reaching out to a certain person who I
Mm-hmm.
have not spoken to in a while, and
Okay.
I'm debating on whether I should do that. That's really what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Okay. It didn't end on bad terms, though, right?
No, not necessarily. Like it wasn't a bad ending.
Ooh.
Like the situation wasn't necessarily the most positive, but me and that person didn't have a
Mm-hmm.
fallout. If that makes sense.
It does. Now,
So
I
there's no
understand that
like
there's
negativity.
conflict. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a lot of conflict with that, too, because you don't know what situation you're going to be walking into. Because
Mhm.
what's popping out for this is actually the five. Here, let me get my camera. Is the five of wands and then the knight of cups.
Mhm.
So what it's saying is you can give out that message. You can go ahead and reach out, but this person may take the message one way while you're trying to do another thing. Does that make sense? Like your
Mhm.
intention of the message may be for a specific reason, but they're going to take it another way, if that makes
Mhm.
sense. And they might have somebody where if you do reach out, it might cause conflict,
Okay.
if that makes sense. Where if you did, it, it caused conflict on that end. Not that you did anything. You understand where I'm going with that? Other people's insecurities can come into play.
So okay, so this is turning out differently than what I thought you were saying at first. I took that a different
Ah,
way, and then once you got into it,
okay.
I was like, okay, wait, maybe that's not what I should have been saying.
Mm.
So you're saying that maybe me coming back into the fold of a situation may cause conflict on that end.
Mm-hmm. But it's going to wind up causing conflict for you as well because you're going to wind up having to walk away from the situation either which way. Somebody's going to have to walk. That's where the Six of Swords will come in because that's somebody leaving to smoother waters. That's getting
Mm,
out of the five, getting out of the conflict, getting out of the confrontation, and leading to the Six of Pentacles, where you see it is about generosity, it is about charity, it is about sharing, but then the other person is getting the balance. You see the
mhm,
little Libra sign there, so
mhm,
one person will be getting all the goods while the other person is getting the hands, if you will.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? So not only would it cause conflict on that end for that other individual, what it's also doing is kind of causing conflict within yourself because you don't know how you want to also message that individual. If does
mm,
that make sense?
mhm,
Like you're not exactly sure what message you want to reach out and say. You have a couple, but
mhm,
you're not sure exactly which one it is you don't know which path you want to take yet. You could go A, B, or C. You're leaning towards A. B looks good, but C might be the outcome, is what you're afraid of,
mhm.
if that makes sense.
Yeah, I see exactly what you're saying. I literally see it happening. So we're
Yes.
gonna, so we're gonna, so so we'll see what happens. Um, I'll extend the olive branch and see what happens.
But you should, because it might not be as bad as you think, because the ending may not end the way you thought it would, but it's still going to be a good ending. Does that make sense?
Hmm.
Like, even if you, like, remember that stupid movie, My Best Friend's Wedding? Julia Roberts didn't get the guy at the end of the day because Cameron Diaz won.
Yeah, that's a damn
Yeah.
shame.
Yeah, right? For real. I don't know how that happened, but she wound up winning in the end because she wound up with the snooty hot dude, right? Didn't she? I think. I don't know.
Something
Anyway,
like that. But I'm
something
not gonna
like
shade
that.
Cameron Diaz because me and her have the same birthday, so I'm gonna believe that she's a good
I like
person.
her. I
Me
I
too.
I I hope so. I don't know. She married that guy. I don't know. I don't know. I never really
Child, I
followed
don't
her
give
in
up.
social circles.
Not me either. I've always just followed her career,
Yeah,
so
I
I've never
just
really been.
remember,
I have no clue who she's even married to.
right? One of the good Charlotte brothers. It's the brother of the guy who's
One of
married
the
to
Madden
Nicole
brothers, right?
Richie. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
one
the
of the
other
Madden
one's
brothers.
he's married to Nicole Richie.
Hmm.
Is the
And
other
that's
one.
like the extent of what I know about her relationship is
That's
that
it.
her is that she's sister-in-laws with Nicole Richie, and that her husband and her brother-in-law were in Good Charlotte.
Pray on it. Before you make your decision, remember spirit works in their own time, just like you work in your own time. So things are being manipulated in the background. This is that you want to know all the answers, but you're not going to know. But they're saying, work on your spirituality, work on you, and the answer will come to you when you are in your process of meditating,
Okay.
like how you gather your thoughts. If for
Okay.
somebody who jams out to music, jam out to music in the car.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Okay. Okay. Because I was planning on making some moves today and doing some things and reaching
Hmm.
out to some people. So we'll see how this goes. I'm
It's
feeling
not
it.
going to be bad. I mean, just have balance with it. You know what I mean? Take
Yeah.
the good with the bad. Because
Yeah.
remember, you can't interpret other people's reactions or how they're going to react to you if you reach out to somebody. But
Hmm.
you know what I mean? But doesn't mean it's going to be a bad thing. So just weigh the pros and cons, is what it's telling you. That's all.
I
At the
feel
end of the
that.
day, you know what decision you need to make. You got the two. You got the stability behind you. You know where you stand. You know where you are, and you know where you want to go.
Hmm.
You just got to decide when you're going to take that first step. So really, really what it is if you choose to reach out, it's not going to be like, how do I put it? You're not going to come into confrontation, if you will. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be met with confrontation.
Okay.
You might actually be met with more of a curiosity, is what I'm hearing. More of a curiosity,
Mm.
if that makes sense. And sometimes it's telling
Okay.
you, yeah, just take the
That's
leap of
cute.
faith,
That's cute vibe. No, I'm playing.
right? Take the leap of faith. That's the fool for you. Take the leap of faith. That's that, somebody who jumps off the bridge sometimes and they don't always look, but it winds up you either going, you're usually going into something good, because the fool's journey is the whole path of the tarot, and that's what everybody does.
Right.
It's not gonna be a bad thing either. The chariot's a yes sign. The chariot's a yes signal. You know what I mean? So go ahead and reach out to this individual. It's not gonna hurt you. It's not gonna hurt you.
Okay.
It's not gonna
All
hurt
right.
you, boo.
All right. Well, if that's the case, then I'm gonna reach out. I'm finna reach
Mm-hmm.
out, yeah. I'm finna reach, and I'm finna
You
reach like S
know?
Club 7.
Exactly. Reach
Bruh.
out and touch somebody like a
Yes,
Hallmark card.
Diana. Okay. Reach out and touch.
Yes, somebody. Yes. That's how that works. Oh my God, we have been on this thing for an hour and 53 minutes. An hour and
That's why I
53
love
minutes.
going live because you get swept up in the conversation.
Yes, I totally didn't even realize I was on for this long. And I'm like, wow, the sun's moving away.
I totally
You know
feel you
what?
on that.
It's the time change though, because now it's starting to get dark at like 5:30, 6 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, 6:30 is bedtime. It's past my
Exactly.
bedtime. I'm ready for a nap.
Exactly.
It sucks. I don't like it. I miss that whole daylight till 9 o'clock thing.
Hmm.
That whole daylight till 9 o'clock thing. Listen to your higher power. If you've been going, you said something about the journey of looking for a different path in regards to spirituality. Spirituality.
I'm contemplating taking up Buddhism full time.
Look into it. Just look into it. Just look into it. It's if Spirit's saying, look into it. Fill your curiosity. Get your answers out of it. It's not going to hurt you any which way. You
Okay.
don't have to totally convert. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
don't have to convert, but you can always adapt practices into your own spirituality based self
Yeah.
to get you to the where you want to be, in, if you will. You know what I mean? Not everybody
Yeah.
needs an organized religion,
Yeah,
but
that is the thing. It's the organized religion part that is just like I'm all about the spirituality of it. And if I were to actually submit to a specific religion, Buddhism is the one that makes the most sense spiritually to me. So
mhm,
I would probably go for that first. So like that
mhm,
I've been doing a little bit of research and looking into it and learning different things and kind of diving into it, but I've been a little hesitant, but I've been
yeah.
considering diving deeper into it.
It's not a bad path. It's not something you're gonna meet friends along the way if you do that. You know what I mean? You're gonna meet other individuals who are on the same type of journey themselves in regards to their spirituality. So it's not something that's gonna hurt you in any type of way. The only way I would say if it does hurt you, it's because it makes you realize a part about yourself that you have to change. Whoop.
Lord have mercy.
Uh
I'm
huh.
sorry. I crossed my legs and everything just came tumbling down. Chair. I guess the word just want me to be a loosey goosey out
Mhm.
here. Oh
But it's
mercy.
saying, but you should go into this path because it might bring an offering of love, not with just another individual, but within yourself as well. So you
Hmm.
have a better understanding of yourself to be the best person that you can be, the best mom, the best woman, the best sister, the best girlfriend in your life. You know what I mean? That you're being that positive individual. And then when you are, you're not going to stand for anything less around you. So then your soul tribe will start building.
Bitch, I feel good. Ooh. You hit me. I feel
Somebody's
so good. Ow.
spying. Somebody's spying on you though.
Oh, okay.
Because that's that page of swords right there. That's somebody who they keep an eye on the social media. So somebody is maybe watching the YouTube videos and stuff and following you on Twitter and things, just trying to gauge what you up to, trying to make a better decision, an honest, clear decision about who you are as well. So
Hmm.
your social media is playing a role in this.
I mean, that's fine. I don't post nothing on social media that I don't have any bit of it. Like, I'm a bitch built on integrity. Let's be very clear about who I am. I am always a
Uh-huh.
person that is always going to stand on what I say. I say what I mean, and I mean what the fuck I say. I said what I said because I
Mm-hmm.
say it with intention and I say it with a thought, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm never somebody who is going to come at anybody maliciously, right?
Yep.
So if if you watching me, you can easily just hit a message. Like literally to 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 my point. I just opened up my DMs on Twitter for anybody to be able to reach out to me. So anybody can DM me on Twitter now. If you want to hit me on Twitter, hit me up. All of my social media is Justified Jordan. All one word.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan is spelled with an E, not an A or an O. Just
Mm-hmm.
so you guys know.
Yes.
But yeah, like I'm not like literally I'm a bitch that's all about love. Like I'm a little ratchet. I was raised in the suburbs, so I'm very new with this shit. But like I'm not really like I'm very like I don't got no beef with nobody. Like I don't hate nobody. I don't got no smoke with nobody. It's all love or whatever. I don't, things have happened with certain people. My views of certain people have changed, but it's all love. I still wish them success. I still wish them the best. I still wish them growth in their own paths. But I just see that I personally may not be the person who will be with them on that path.
And there's nothing
But that's
wrong with
not the
that.
person. But the person that I just mentioned, that's not the person who I'm talking about reaching out to. Those
Okay.
two people, those are two different people.
Okay, because somebody's yeah. Okay, so then yeah, that was probably the King of Cups. Then one of them's the King of Cups. One came out as the King of Swords. The other one came out the King of Cups. Okay, so
Because when you mentioned the
interesting.
spy, it made me think about a certain person. Well, it made me think about a couple people, but it made me think about two people specifically. But one person, I don't really like see them like that. Like I don't think that they're that type of
Somebody's
person.
stubborn though. Somebody's really stubborn.
Hmm. Well, then that is probably the person who I was thinking about when you said that they're a spy. That was probably the first person that I thought about. I was like,
Most
oh, okay.
likely that
But it's no shade
Taurus
though.
or it's all
I don't
good.
have no
No, it's
smoke
no
with no.
shade.
No, it's no like it's no
There's no
shade, no
shade.
shade.
No shade. Oh my God.
Clock your
It's
references, children.
yes.
Clock your references, children. Mm.
This is definitely somebody from your past too, but I'm not sure how far past. It could be childhood past, you know what I'm saying, or the formative years past, growing up, early 20s.
I
Later,
don't know
that I
about
mean, because
that.
we
I
we
don't have
going to
that
the
many
past.
people from my past. Yeah, I don't keep
Okay,
a lot of. I've never had a strong like group of circle like a people like I
okay.
don't know like. Well, maybe there is like if it is somebody from my past that's reaching out, then it can only be a
I could
certain amount of people. Like it can be like
that yeah.
like just a select group of people because I don't really have a lot of people that I've ever like really rocked with like that.
Okay, that
So,
makes sense. That makes sense. Or
but
somebody you may have felt like you had like a strong connection with, even if it was just somebody you knew from a few months ago, even past. It could just be depends.
mm,
Yeah, ooh, somebody who had it.
so it
Some
could be a
happily
couple
ever.
people.
It's coming. Something. Some. You got some happily ever after shit coming, Jordan. I don't know, and it's coming quick.
What I mean, the only happily ever after that I give a damn about is my situationship. Cause listen, 100% full disclosure. There's a new man in my life, girl.
Oh,
And this is what I've been asking you about this whole time. Like this
I know.
situationship is this new man in my life, girl. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing out here in these streets, girl. Cause it's not even like I have options to keep open. I'm not that type of girl, right?
I
So I'm not
gotcha.
gonna be out here flaunting and philandering and things like that. Like I'm not that type of bitch. But
Mhm.
I like him and everything. But like it's just all so instantaneous. But it's
Yes.
all like when you think about it, the words flash in your mind too good to be true. So it's
Mm.
like you don't know how to really feel about it because it's like, damn, well, like, what do you like, girl? Listen, this is like, it all sounds right, but it's like, does that mean it's like it's gonna come with like domestic violence or some shit? Like, what's coming? Like,
No,
what's the
I
other
understand.
shoe?
Yeah, what's
What's
the
the other
disclaimer?
shoe,
Where's the
girl?
disclaimer? Yeah, I got you. Where's the disclaimer?
That's what
Where's
has me
the
worried.
disclaimer? Yep.
Yeah,
That
because
then
it's
that
like
I can understand. Yep, there's that 10 of wands. Okay, yeah, that's where the difficulty comes in. I
because
can
I'm used
understand
to
that
the other
though. I
shoe
get that.
being like a boot that kicks me in the face, and it's
Mhm.
like a steel toe boot that kicks me in the fucking nose. Like, and I don't have time for that.
Be inquisitive about their past. Be inquisitive about their past, okay? Because
Hmm.
the Eight of Cups is somebody who's looking for that Two of Cups, that soulmate, that connection, and everything else. And that may be the conflict that somebody hasn't let go. Somebody may have, make sure somebody's still not holding on to something in the past. Granted, I know, see, I hope it's not picking up on some of your energies because I know you're also in the process of leaving a long term relationship yourself, a
Yeah.
10-year one, 10, you know what I mean?
Okay. So,
So,
okay. So maybe I need to be less concerned about him and his past, and be more concerned about my ex-husband.
yeah, be more concerned about fixing your past and your bullshit because then that'll help you be able to understand and notice. And your danger, Will Robinson robot will go crazy when you start seeing those triggers if you start seeing them again.
So
You know
what
what
do
I
I need
mean?
to fix though? Because I mean, as far as I know,
You,
right now things are okay. Like, well, I'm not gonna say things are okay. I'm just forcing
hmm
things to be like we're very cordial, like we're very cool. We're just like like we're just co-parenting, doing the family
Mhm.
thing, and it's like I just have no room to talk about anything personal when it comes to me and
Okay.
him. We've decided that it's over. We've decided that we're getting divorced and we're filing the paperwork and all of those things. So like I'm just kind of keeping it forward and just keeping it as cordial as possible and maintaining as friendly a relationship as possible with him because like at the end of the day, I don't hate him. There's
Yep.
no like I'm disappointed in the way that things panned out, but I'm not angry with him. Do you get what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
So, I
That
mean,
makes sense.
I
It's
get what you
more
mean. It just I don't know.
eh,
Go ahead, girl.
it's the situations that are going to come up. You may not be dealing with them now, like the whole co-parenting thing. Like, have you guys really talked about the whole dating thing? Like, are you okay with
No.
bringing other individuals? Those are the
Well, absolutely
conversations
not.
that
But that's not something that I would do though. Like I would not do that. Like I would not bring anybody else around my child that I would not be marrying. Do you get what I mean? Like if I'm
I
not in
get
a
it.
serious relationship, marriage,
But
that
I'm
but we
gonna
haven't
play
had that
devil's
conversation.
advocate. Okay, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here then
Go ahead.
now. So as a single parent myself, raised my son from on up on my own. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
I don't think it's a bad thing to bring individuals you're dating recent around your child. Because what happens if all of a sudden this person don't like your child? And now all of a sudden you in love with them and you've been dating this individual 6, 9 months and you head over heels in love and this person make your toes go like this. You know what I'm
Ew.
saying? When you get it
Ew.
all, you know what I
See,
mean?
that's something
So
else I need to
then,
ask the
so
cards
now
about too,
what?
though.
So
That's
then
something
now
else I
what do
need to
you
ask the
do?
cards about too.
I'm asking
You're
you,
right.
woman to woman, as a mama. I'm asking you.
I
So then
understand
what do
that.
you do? So then what do you
I
do,
understand
Jordan?
that.
You know what I mean? So
It's
if you
over.
don't,
It's over. If my child don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Period. I don't give a damn how long I've been with you. If my child don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Period. Like, what do you
what if the
mean? That's my
child
kid.
is, what if the child is basically 17, 18 years old, like my child is right now on the verge of going out the house and starting to live their life. So now it is your turn to get to live your life. What then?
But you have to trust the child that you raise. Your child is going to have a certain perception and a certain view on things because they know you better than anybody. They sat and watched you as the person who's supposed to guide them. So I think that a child has the best perception on their parent than anybody, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if my child who has watched me my entire life knows me inside and out, knows me better than anybody, and can see what type of bitch I am and knows that if this man comes into my life and he's not for me, and if she has a good well my daughter, but if my daughter
Mm-hmm.
says that he's not a good dude, then I have to listen to that, especially if she's 17, 18, because at that point, if you raise your son anywhere near the way that I raised my daughter, I have
Mm-hmm.
a very transparent, open,
Yes.
conversational relationship with with my child. Mind you, I'm not my daughter's friend.
Yes.
I am my daughter's
No, I get
mother,
that.
right?
Absolutely.
But I am open enough to be transparent enough as a woman to another woman that I am raising and
Yes.
have conversations that I feel like she will be prepared for as she comes along in age. Mind you, mind you, my daughter's only 7 at this point,
Yes.
so there's only so many conversations that I'm able to have with her.
Of
But
course.
for example, when I explained my transition to her, I was able to have a real conversation with her about what is happening to her dad that is now becoming her mom. Do you get what I mean?
Yep.
Excuse
Yep.
me. And it's the situation of how I'm handling that with my daughter that has kind of separated me from from the necessity of pronouns because my daughter is 7. She doesn't understand all of that. So if it's I'm still the same person to her, but she can understand the things that I'm saying when I explain to her that I am a like I am taking medicine to be the person that I was supposed to be because I was not necessarily born with the right body, right? Like I explained it
Mhm.
to her in those type of terms, but it was
Okay.
kind of more elegant than that, right? I
Yes.
like kind of sat down and wrote it out how I wanted to explain it to her. But
Mhm.
that's just like a paraphrase.
Mhm.
But I was just basically like, that. And so she formatively like understands everything that I'm saying to her. However, the whole change of name, change of pronoun thing, like that is hard for her because she's known me as the same person for 7 years and like her attention span is that small. So it's like it's a challenge for her and I can't get mad at her because she calls me
Uh,
daddy. You've called
mhm.
me that forever. Like
Yeah, that's what she knows you as. Like,
that's what you know. So I can't be mad at that. So it's allowed me the opportunity to open my perspective and be like, it allowed me to be more patient with other people.
mhm.
Being like seeing that
Even
with
with
my
me.
daughter, it it allowed me to be more patient with other people, and then at the same time it allowed me to be more open to other things because at the same time, like, while I am a trans woman, I am also a masculine trans woman, right? Like I'm a
What does
tomboy, like
that
I'm not a
mean?
hyper feminine
Okay.
because I
Okay.
because I'm a trans woman that's not hyper feminine, right?
Okay.
Like I always say, my joke is that I'm more like Lena Waithe than I am Laverne Cox. But the joke
Ah.
is that Lena Waithe is not a trans woman and I'm not a lesbian, so we're even.
Y'all don't know who that is, go look it up.
Clock your references, children. Go look up Lena
Clock.
Waithe. Go look up Laverne
Ooh.
Cox. In fact, this is
Excuse
Lena
me. Sorry.
Waithe right here. My avatar right here.
Ah.
This is Lena Waithe. Go look up who that is. Lena Waithe is my icon, and I love her. She is my
Oh, that's
modern
so.
day Grace Jones. Period.
Mhm.
Like legit. Lena Waithe is my modern day Grace Jones. Seriously.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Like
Absolutely
I
at all.
like I I legitimately consider myself like the young MA of trans women. Like it's so
Okay.
ignorant because I did. Hi, doll baby. Hi, honey. She just dropped in the chat. Hi, sweet. I'm sorry. I'm on my phone and I'm trying to prop it up,
No, it's
but I'm
all
swinging all
good.
to and fro. Hi, doll baby. How are
Hi.
you, sweet pea?
Right? What's going on? What are you doing? We all having fun over here. Sorry, I'm getting a drink too at the same time.
No, you're fine.
Right?
I
Running
need
around.
to. Hold
Mm,
on. Let me come over here.
I know.
No.
Learning how to do tech stuff all at the same time. Yay. I mean, at
Okay.
least I figured out how to do StreamYard for crying out loud. I can't believe we figured out how to do that.
Oh, we're gonna get it done.
All good in the hood.
Okay, good. I just
Mm.
moved my live to 7 o'clock from three
Oh,
o'clock. So now,
I was
you
gonna
have me all
say.
day.
Okay, I was gonna say if we gotta let you go, we can do that. That's okay. I
Well,
can.
if you want to kick it, we can kick it. Cause I was gonna do my reach out around like 5 or 6 o'clock.
Okay, that's fine with me because then hubby will be home and I have to do wifely duties.
Love that. I'm single right now, so I ain't got no duties, but I got a new man. So this is listen. I trust you, girl. Me and you homies. So like I can
Yes,
come over here and really let loose, right?
yes, absolutely. We are
I
soul
just
sisters. We are Lady
I
Marmalade.
we are like for real and if anybody really knows our history, they always know like we started in this thing together. Like you were the first person I was ever on a panel with. So
Yes.
like me and you go back to the very, 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 very beginning of this thing for me.
Right?
So
We were
like
YouTube babies together.
we were YouTube babies together, and now we're doing
Noobs.
our thingy things. And
Yes.
it's like,
I know, and I
I
think after
just,
that last live, I got like six subscribers. So thank you, Justifiably Jordan crew, for helping a girl out and subbing. Mwah. Yes,
Baby
my baby
Gorgeous
gorgeous
Gang, y'all are,
crew. Yes,
thank you so much.
thank
Baby
you
Gorgeous
for
Gang,
being
y'all are
part of the
amazing.
Fire Fae Nation. Yes, Fire
Thank
Fae
you.
Nation
But
for
cheers
life.
to that. I will drink to
Cheers, boo.
that.
Thank you. Ugh.
Hmm. Cause listen, I'm all about camaraderie when it comes to YouTube, right? So like if I
Yes.
want to, so like if I have the opportunity to like come up with a crew, then I'm cool with that. Like I'm never gonna be one who's gonna be in competition with another person, especially not another
No.
woman. Like
No.
like
No.
I'm just not that
Well,
chick, right?
no,
So like I'm
no, that's fine. But don't get me wrong. I am that person who does like a little bit of competitiveness, okay, amongst us girls sometimes. So
I
don't
mean
ever get
that's
mad at me.
fun. Well, Well, I mean, that's fine. Like, I'm not gonna get mad at you like you told me what it is. So like if we're just having fun and kikiing about it, then that's cute. Like, but at the end of the day, we're all in this thing together. So it's not
Yes,
like the one thing about YouTube for me is that YouTube is big enough literally for everybody.
for
There's an
everyone.
audience for anyone. You can find somebody to watch any video, it seems like. Like, there's been any and everything on YouTube. So, somebody is going to find your content and they're going to relate to it. Hopefully, you get enough people that relate to your content to want to monetize your channel. But
Yes.
at the
It
end of
may
the
take a
day,
year.
like,
It
it
took
may
me
take a
about a
year. It
year.
may take,
It took me the
who
first
knows?
year to hit a
Mm.
thousand. My first time on YouTube, it took me a good straight year to hit 1,000 subs.
I've been spoiled this time around.
I
I have
see.
really been spoiled this time around because I hit like I'm at 575 subscribers right now. I'm
That's
all
what's
like
up.
I'm literally almost like I'm over halfway there. Do you get what I mean? Like I'm just barely
Yup.
over halfway there, but I'm just
Yup.
I and that happened in like a month or like a month
That's what's
plus two
up.
months.
Oh my
Like that is
God. Good job.
crazy.
Yeah.
Like
Could be your
that is
husband. Oh, you know what? That's true. Could be your husband coming through thinking about you too. We didn't even go that route, did we,
I didn't
Jordan?
even
No, we
think
did
about
not.
no.
Nope.
Because like listen, not to throw him under the bus because there's nothing
Yeah.
negative that I have to say about him. We're still
No.
like cordial. It's no beef. We aren't arguing. There's been no discord, right?
Yeah. Yep.
But he is the one that basically ended the situation, right? So,
Ah.
you know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm not
Mm-hmm.
even thinking that it would be that type of situation because you're the one that basically decided that you didn't want to be with me. But like,
Okay.
but I'm not saying that
But
in
is
like
he
a
one of
negative
those?
way.
But is he one of
Hmm?
those that ended it because, like, some people are weird like this? I've had this happen in my past where they ended it expecting you to, like, chase after them. Like, you know what I'm saying? To, like, prove your love for them type
My husband has never been
bullshit.
that type of person though. Like he's
Okay.
never been
Okay.
that dude. Like he's a simple country boy. Like he's like not
Ah.
and and,
No
and I
disrespect to
don't say
saying
simple
simple
as in
country. Yeah.
stupid. Right.
Not
Like
country
simple does
bumpkin.
not
No,
mean
not simple.
stupid. What I mean is what I mean by
My
simple is
husband
that
is
he's
too.
very matter of fact. He's just
My
very
husband
matter of
too.
fact. He's very face value. He's just like, tell me exactly what it is so we can get exactly to the point. And it's not like a bunch of math and a bunch of games. He's just very like, what is it? What's the bottom line? Let's just get to it. That's what
Yep.
I mean by simple. Like, he's very cut to the chase, if you will.
Yep. I understand
So,
completely.
so it's like, I get that. Like, so I wouldn't even think that once he decided to move on from the situation, that it would be something that would be of any like look back at this point. Because here's
Okay.
my thing, the way that I look at it, this situation has been coming for a year.
Oh,
You get what I'm
okay.
saying? Like I felt
Yep.
like the situation has been coming for a while, and it just finally imploded on itself and became what it was. So at this point, I wasn't surprised that the situation turned out the way that it turned out. What was I disappointed? Absolutely, but I wasn't surprised. So I think
Okay.
that that's what made the transition of it so easily made it easier, excuse me,
Mhm.
because it wasn't anything that I was surprised or I felt like I had more time to prepare for it because emotionally I felt the checkout a long time ago.
Okay. That makes sense. So that's why, yeah, I could understand then why we would not even contemplate him even popping up in the cards, which they can
Yeah.
sometimes. They can sometimes because hindsight is always 2020. You know what I mean? If that makes any type of sense, they might not see the repercussions of their actions until after the fact. You know what I mean? Down the road, months, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, year. You never know.
Well, it's been literally like a few weeks. If
Has
a
it?
few weeks, it's been like a couple weeks.
Because I don't know. At
And
least
that's
this
why
is
I'm
the.
like this whole situation with the situationship and my new dude. It's like what the fuck? Like this shit came out of nowhere.
That's how
Like
it happens.
like
That's
I'm
how that
like
shit happens.
I'm blown away. And then like I've always joked and said I'm probably gonna end up with an older man, and the next thing you know, an older man just steps into the ring and was like, "Hi, bitch, I'm here." Like,
be careful when you speak into fruition, honey, okay? Listen. My only thing is this might be a situation that you need to go through, whether good, bad, or ugly, only for the simple fact is there's some lessons that you may still need to learn. What those are, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I've said that too. Like, I have an
girl, what that
encyclopedia
mean,
of
girl?
issues. You know what I mean? Like bicentennial fucking versions as well. But
Right.
yes,
Like, what that mean?
but it agreed. Take your time with it. But how do I put it? Like, okay, the best way to put it, after I got out of a long-term relationship, right? I was with this man. My son was 5. We broke up when he was probably like 10 years old, 11 years old. So a good 5, 6 years I was with this gentleman. And I couldn't get over this guy. Year and a half, I'm still crying over this dude, not understanding the breakup. He left me for somebody younger, blah, blah, blah.
Mm.
And I finally come across this guy who all of a sudden, it like snap. Like all of a sudden, I'm into this dude. All of a sudden,
Mm.
I'm into this dude. And I'm no longer crying about the ex who I couldn't get over, who I'd been crying over a year and a half. And now all of a sudden,
Mm.
here I am a year into this dude. Dude was a homosexual, right? Wound up using me for a place.
Ah, he was a homeless sexual. Yeah, he was using you just to have a
I,
place to lay his head at.
yeah, the
Mm-hmm.
homosexual,
Yep, the
HOBO there.
homosexual. Yes, God. Yes, God.
So,
We know about
I
those.
mean, and I'm one of those individuals where, if I'm dating you, I'm kind of like all in. So, I mean, it was Christmas time. He had his kids around. I bought his kids presents, all types of that stuff, things, all that whole nature. All to come home
A
after,
good woman, Savannah.
all to come home to a Dear John letter. A Dear John letter. Talking about, oh, it's not you, it's me. You don't know what you said to me that night. You were drunk, this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And here I am sitting here in shock. And
Who the
I'm
fuck?
like, why would I go through getting a fucking Dear John letter? I mean, I let you stay with me. You didn't pay me no rent. I bought the fucking food. Your kids were here trashing up my fucking house. Here I am cooking and fucking cleaning. Bought your little crotch critters fucking Christmas presents and shit like that. Disrespectful fucking daughter went through my goddamn purse, about broke her fucking hands. Okay? Yeah.
Girl. Yeah, let's. Girl, take a sip, child. I drink to that, child. Let's go ahead and just take a shot.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes.
That's what I'm here for, sis. We're going to facilitate change in this room, okay?
Yes, we is. Yes,
Because
we
we
is,
getting through
sister.
it together. We getting
Yes.
through it together. Because listen, girl, I am.
Dear John letter. Come home to a dear fucking John letter after working a Saturday shift to make overtime to have extra money for when I go back to school. Because, mind you, I'm a full time college student at this point, too. Besides working full time and being a single mom trying to do the fucking thing. So, long story
Girl.
short, I guess my point is I wonder if I went through that second situation with that other dude, you know what I mean? Because it needed to snap me up back into reality of why was I crying over the first fucking loser, right? To just get played by this fucking idiot because I was just so upset into my feelings and not wanting to be alone.
Hmm.
So it made me wonder whether or not where am I placing my value within myself? Am I giving myself too much time to not heal enough? Or I said that backwards. Am I giving myself enough time to actually heal before I move on with another actual individual?
That
But
is
I
what
look at
I'm
it this
asking the
way.
cards, bitch. Yes, I'm asking the same thing, and you telling me, bitch, you better jump here first and run your wad right into that motherfucker. Listen, I
And
feel you on that.
that's what I
I
mean. And that's
completely.
where the indecision comes in because it's one of those things where,
It goes against my logical stream of conscience.
but do you need to do it because it needs to wake you the fuck up and really break you out of what you need to be broken out of your bad cycles with your ex and everything else as well? That's where, you know what I mean? That's where the conflict is coming in. And I think that's why the cards are trying to like jump but not give me. Yeah, see, it's saying you need to do something you've never done before. The tower moment it's already happened. The ending's already there. It's time to start something new. So the Ace of Swords keeps popping out with that new clarity, that new message, that new communication.
And that's the
That's why
crazy
I say
part of
do
it
it.
because that's the thing, and
It's walking away.
like that's the thing that scares me is because like this man is coming into my life and he's like a sweet man. He's very nice. He's handsome. He's all of the things, and he's offering me the opportunity to just pursue my dreams uninhibitedly. Like he's like, listen, you have the talent, you have the drive, you have the skill. You can go do music, you can go do YouTube. Like if that's what you want to do, go and do it. And I want to offer you the opportunity to support you through it. Like go do it. Like and it's just it's so like I just these are all the things that I've wanted for years, but I never thought that these things were possible. And hearing somebody say that out loud, it's almost like I just automatically process that as it being too good to be true. Do you get what I
Yes,
mean? Especially for
I do.
somebody who is just like, what do you like? You don't know me, like, and I like,
Yep.
and don't get me wrong, like I genuinely like him. Like I genuinely like him. I
Mhm.
really like him, but I'm scared. I am legitimately scared. Like, girl, listen.
That I understand, but how do I always leave yourself an exit strategy?
Hmm.
Because if it does sound too good to be true, you and I both know not a. You know what I mean? Cards be damned. Reality at the end of the day, you don't ever want to leave yourself in a position where you're fucked. Period.
Right.
Ever. 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 As a woman, face to face, a woman to
Right.
woman, we don't ever want to do that to ourselves. Where we got the carpet coming out from underneath ourselves. You know what I mean?
100%.
So test the waters. It could be the start of something very healthy, a very good positive foundation. And it could really, but that's what I'm saying. The conflict within is something you're going to have to decide on. The cards, yeah,
So it's like I should just trust my heart and go with it.
you should trust your heart, but don't
But
negate your head, but don't negate your head. Do some more research yourself. I mean, it has been only a few weeks too, because you don't, like I said, you don't want to be one of many. You don't want to be one of
right.
many.
And that is one of the things. Like it just why me? Do you get me?
Yes, I do. I
It's like
do.
why me? Of all people, like why me? Like why the little trans girl from Alabama, Fred newly single, hot into a divorce? Like, why me? Like, what about me? Right? It
Well,
just,
also, I mean, we also do know too that the cards could be talking about you needing to balance your entire self out first. See, a situationship be damned. That offering of love may need to be given to yourself. Give yourself the time. Give yourself the forgiveness. Give yourself the the self discipline and the respect to set the boundaries. Like,
mm,
have you ever read this book? I mean, it sounds so funny.
ugh.
The Steve Harvey book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man.
I have read excerpts of it, but I haven't read the book in its entirety.
Oh my God, it is. I have, and I've actually gifted it to two other women.
Mm,
And it's not because I think anything that Steve Harvey has any type of sound bearing on a fucking healthy relationship at all. It's not that. Not that at all, guys.
oh
Okay?
my gosh.
But it's a great idea of how, yes, that too. You don't want to get into a rebound relationship either.
I saw
Okay?
that too, doll baby. Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Agreed, doll baby. You don't want to do that. So that's why everybody say take it slow, take your time. But yes, your heart is feeling it. That's why I'm saying also go towards it because it is what your heart is wanting right now. So give it a little bit of what it wants because it's going to do some healing. But of course, keep your head into play.
Mhm.
But like in Steve Harvey's book, he talks about how women are keepers or a throwback. It's an interesting perspective of how men choose mates
Mhm.
and what comes on it comes into the respective of what timing they're at in their life, if they're at certain career aspects in their life, and how they visually saw themselves in their life. And it's a very interesting perspective. And I think maybe being a woman and having that type of insight into maybe how a man thinks certain ways was very helpful. So that's why
Mhm.
I'm curious if you've ever maybe read that book. You know, like you said, you've read excerpts of it, but there's
Yeah.
certain logic in there that how men choose people and how, and it's weird because all fucking men think this way. All of them do. I'm raising one. That's why I say it. And they
True.
do. They all think this way. The way Steve Harvey lays it out on how the man mythology works in his book is how men think. So, if you haven't had the chance to read that book, I would totally recommend it if you get the chance to help
I would
maybe give
totally
you
look
some more
into it.
insight to maybe understand the situationship right now that you're dealing with because
Mhm.
following your heart, there's nothing wrong with it. Go have, I mean, there's nothing wrong. I don't care what anybody says. There's nothing wrong with having a fling. As Wendy, quoting the most lovely Wendy Williams, we hope you get better, girl. The best way to get over somebody else is to get under somebody new. Ta-da!
Yeah, but see, like, I'm not a sexual being in that way, though. Like,
Okay. Okay.
I've, like,
Some
I
people
am
aren't, and
disconnected.
some people
I'm
aren't.
disconnected from sex because I've suffered too much sexual trauma, right?
Okay. Yep.
So
Okay.
I have a hard time communicating sexually, right? So I'm working on that, which is another level of hesitation for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been through a lot as far as sexual trauma goes, and I am just not in a place where I've fully come through that. And
Okay.
so I am working through that in the midst of like trying to work through the emotional difference of like getting out of a relationship, getting into a new relationship, realizing that my relationship has been over, which is why it's so easy for me to move on to a possible new situation. Like it's reconciling all of those things, and like my Virgo is constantly Virgoing. So it's like, bitch, you got a lot going on, sis.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, you trying to build this YouTube channel, you out here in these YouTube streets trying to get it popping out here, you fucking around, like you trying to figure it out, and like, girl, like just pull your shit together,
And how
honey.
is your Virgo even allowing you to function? I mean, while you're heartbroken, that's what I don't understand. Because Virgos can't function in a chaotic environment. You're not able to. You're a one.
It's
I'm not saying
all
you're
I
a one hit
know.
wonder, but
It's all I know. All I know is functioning in trauma. Like that's all I know. Like all I know is being the strong friend as in like Facebook, Instagram language. That's all I know.
that bitch needs to die. You need to be who you want to be. You need to be who you want to be. And if that's the strong friend, be the strong friend. If it's not being the strong friend at that moment in time, being like, listen, I love you, I support you, and I want to be here for you. But what you're experiencing right now is a very big trigger to me. So I'm going to have to step back and let somebody else take the reins on this program.
Mhm.
And that happens in life. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I mean shit, I'm basically a fucking recluse at this point. Like I don't go anywhere, I don't go out, I don't but no, like I'm legit like Grace Jones. Like I only go out at night basically. Like I'm not that bitch. Like I just don't like but it's because I've been diagnosed a manic depressant. I've been diagnosed with fucking PTSD. I've been diagnosed with as a mild case of agoraphobia. So like
Mm.
I just don't trust anybody. Like I'm not that person. Like I just don't fuck with people. So it's hard being a person who is suffering from that, but in the same breath desires intimacy and craves that. But
Makes human.
the intimacy
Makes
that I crave is
human.
not necessarily tied to a sexual experience. And that's
Yes.
the part that makes it rough for me.
You need to also look into something, a book called The Five Love Languages. Learn what your love languages are. And it's going
Mm,
to be different and it might be skewed because of the trauma you've had to deal with in your past. That's that's where I hate to say it all really is going to have to start. You got to you got to fix the baby Jordan. Like that little kid Jordan in there, that one that needs the hug, that kiss that says it wasn't your fault. It was never your fault.
hmm
You were loved. That Jordan needs to be healed. So then the other Jordans after that, and the Jordan that you are now looking at in the mirror every day, will then also get the same resolved and healing. It's so cliche to say. You know
But
what I
it's
mean?
so
Like
real though.
it is. It sucks. It sucks. Like when you got to be an adult and own your ish. You know what I mean? It sucks,
Imagine,
right?
imagine being a
The
fucking adult.
audacity.
How dare you?
Fucking fuck that. I don't want that.
How dare you? How
The
dare you
audacity.
ask me to act my fucking age?
How dare
Ugh.
you to ask me to act how I'm supposed to act, or at least supposedly supposed to act? Fuck that. No.
How I'm allegedly supposed to act. How fucking dare you, you
You know
pig?
what I mean? Right? I'm
How
gonna go
dare you,
Erica
you
Jane.
beast?
Right? Am I
Right.
angry enough for you now?
I'm going full blown Kim Richards. How dare you, you beast?
You beast. Huh. I think you should eat a piece of bread. I think you need a piece of bread. It might make you feel better. We need Kim Richards back. That picture with her, we should
That
eat a
was
piece
some of
of
the
bread.
funniest shit I had ever.
You need a piece of bread. When's
And
the
I
last
was
time you
like,
think Lena?
hold on.
Oh
I
my
was like,
God.
hold on. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Not a piece of bread, girl. What that mean?
yes.
You are a
Yes.
shady motherfucker, Kim. God damn.
Listen, that's why
Ooh.
I'm upset they didn't let that woman's book come out. I would have actually read her shit. You stole my goddamn house
And
and
I
my
want to see
book
you talk about the
deal.
husband. Oh, man, you
Yeah.
talking about book deal. You cut
And
me
my
out of
book deal.
American Woman.
Yes.
Like, Kim Richards
Hmm.
got all the stories.
Yes,
And
and
I
she
want
got.
the
I
book.
mean, she don't even look the same anymore. But yes, that bitch got.
Her new face is incredible. I want Kim Richards to do a
Yes.
YouTube channel.
Right. Oh my God, could you imagine?
Yes,
I
I
wonder.
have imagined several times. I have imagined
It
what a
would
Kim
be.
Richards YouTube channel would look like. I
But
have
I think,
imagined that.
yeah, but I think you were right. They're trying to shoot for the little Kim Richards stories. You know what I mean? With the three sisters
Yeah,
there, the fucking
and
Stepford Wives of Beverly Hills or some shit.
but do we actually want to like see the Kim Richards, Kyle Richards, Kathy Hilton show at this point? Like, do we want to see
Ah,
it?
no,
Do the
no,
people want to
I
see
don't.
it?
I don't. I mean, everybody who's in love with Kathy Hilton this season might be, because have you noticed? Even though she's a newcomer, yeah, she was great with the whole "who's hunky dory" and whatnot and what have you, and
Hmm.
rehearse that line, telling Erica to rehearse,
Dead as
keep
fuck.
practicing that line. That was shady as hell. I mean, that was great, but unless you're gonna like delve into it really, then I don't really care. Like, I want to
Right.
know how you felt when Paris came out with that documentary talking about
That's
how
the
old
same
girl
thing
got
I said in my
kidnapped.
video. I was like, listen, there are just other things that I want to talk about. I don't give a fuck who Hunky Dory is. Like, there are just other things that I need to know when it comes to Kathy Hilton. And in my conspiracy theory video, I was like, listen, I think that there are more things that they need to explore. Do I think that we'll get the full extent of them? No. But do I think that they will appease the fans? Absolutely. Now, I made that whole video because somebody reached out to me and told me that Paris's reality show was coming to Peacock, right? I forgot to
Mm-hmm.
mention that in the actual video, but I forgot to mention that in the actual video, but I was like, listen, it just all looks too sus for me. Like it all just looks too suspect. Like they have to do a fucking spinoff at this point.
Yeah, yeah. That's the whole point. I think that was the whole thing. And I think too, now that, Paris came out with that documentary about everything, she was trying to honestly negate any of the negative backlash that she would have maybe received from it, is why I think she came on Beverly
Hmm.
Hills personally.
I said
And
that too.
I I mean, to send your own sister a cease and desist letter because of American Woman,
It's
like,
a lot.
that
I'm
just,
surprised she didn't send Paris a cease and desist letter at this point, because it's like you send your sister a cease and desist
I
letter
think
about
she's,
American Woman, but then at the
but
same
didn't she
token,
say she
you don't
did?
send your daughter a cease and desist letter for this. Like that
But
is,
I thought she said she did. I swore she said I would even send one to my own daughter if I had to. I think I don't know. I don't remember.
I
I'd
don't
have to
know.
go back, but I don't want to waste any more of my life to Beverly Hills and
Any
any more of that bullshit. I
that's
don't want
so
to do it. I watched the season. I tried to watch for Erica Jane because I was an original Erica Jane fan. Loved her from the jump. Loved the Ice Queen. I
right,
mean, whether she knew or not, you were still complacent, honey. You knew come
hmm,
2017 when you got named in a freaking lawsuit in Arizona. Your little fingers went up and you started
right.
planning your escape then. Okay, you can't tell me you didn't. You could have had somebody draft you a statement on your law squad that would have said blah 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 about the victims, not claiming any type of ownership in anything, just acknowledging the human beings that got fucked over. That's all. My bad.
Exactly.
But no, nothing. She did absolutely nothing of the sort. Uh-uh. I just can't. So I
I don't know.
refuse.
It's just the whole Erica thing is just hard for me because I'm like, it's just, girl. At the end of the day, I don't give a damn what you knew at this point. The fact of the matter is that you're liable regardless. So
Yup.
it doesn't really matter to me what you knew at this point.
Agreed. Whether you knew, whether you
But
didn't know, you're still liable. Why are you trying to get out of the liability of it all? You signed the fucking paperwork that shows that you're liable. Period.
yeah, like it's
And
more like Teresa than we thought. It's like, girl, you signed these papers regardless. Like, get over it. Like,
yup,
it is what it is.
yup. And we all know, you know what I mean? I think what it is too, it's why is Bravo just giving platform to these type of criminal people? This criminal behavior. Is it really just for the views? Is it just to keep the ratings up? Are you that shady as a station? I mean, I'm at NBC here, so the answer is obviously yes. But
Okay.
and, but are you that shitty of a station that you're going to exploit people and look for people that have suspect activity going on at home just to possibly get them caught on TV? Because that's why, you know what I mean. I Once you watch the video, you'll see why old girl bounced the way she did. It was to not get the clink on fucking national television. You know what I mean? You can't falter.
Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that Bravo intentionally looks for people with suspect backgrounds to be on the shows, but it does seem to become a pattern when you look at it. And it's like, well, damn, like, it does seem like the more housewives you have on the show, the more of them start to come with this questionable behavior. However, the ratio is a little bit different. Like, it is like, the morally corrupt housewives fairly differ in the comparison of housewives that are like upstanding citizens, right? There's more upstanding housewives than there are morally corrupt. But it's just like when you look at it and you see how it goes, it's like, damn, like y'all become like, what is actually happening?
Yeah. Because that's what
I
I
don't know.
said. I see. That's the only reason why I even brought it up is because, like you said, now we're starting to actually see the pattern, if you will. We saw it with Teresa. We saw the redemption. We saw the whole special. They literally held off the fucking season until she got out. You know what I mean? So
That
why
was crazy.
wouldn't, right? So why wouldn't another woman or another person of, say, certain, ideas want to get on TV and see if they can get their own type of redemption story. I.e., is that what Jen Shaw's doing, or is
Well,
that why? Go ahead.
that Jen Shaw literally said that Teresa walked so that she could run. So I don't think she realized how much that was gonna come back to bite her in the ass. But like that, it was like, well, damn, like, did you already know you had your criminal shit popping off, and that's why you just bust through like that? Like, come on, ma. Like, it's just like, ugh. You're ruining your credibility by each soundbite you're giving to the network.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well,
And then are they trying to, like, wait till you catch up on Salt Lake? I don't want to go too much into it, so I want you to watch it because I want your actual opinion when we get the chance to chit chat about it. Whether, because this has been happening on the other series as well, the pre-production of it all, like how Atlanta had the pre-production of the whole Bolo story, and how what's her butt ran off the show. What's her name? So, yeah, no, not Candy. Tanya. Tanya. Thank you. I'm sorry. Duh. I thought you said Candy. I don't know. I'm just hearing shit now.
Yeah.
But yeah, how Tanya just ran away from the show because all of a sudden now her marriage was up on the chopping block because none of these women wanted to actually have any actual storyline. So they went after that. But how come then, my question with Atlanta, how come nobody chopped off Phaedra's head like they did with Erica with the whole Apollo thing?
Listen, I don't necessarily know about the whole Apollo thing because
he was actually attractive. Apollo was attractive too. That was a shame.
I mean, yeah, that is true, but at the end of the day, he's a fucking criminal. And wrote a whole book about her. Not necessarily that it was all about that, but like it was just I don't know. It seemed like Phaedra got a lot of breaks until she couldn't get no more breaks. Because by the time season 9 came up, it was like, girl, listen, you done had your time, started too much shit now, so we got to get your ass together for real. Like, what the hell is you really doing out here in these streets, Phaedra? Like, you causing all the shit. Like,
she really was. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
I was just in shock. So that's what I'm saying. So you noticed the pattern as well. Now, all of a sudden, we're starting to see on all these Housewives series the whole legal drama play out. We've seen it now on Beverly Hills. They're doing it now on Salt Lake City. They did it last season, too, with Candace and Monique in regards to the charges. They didn't really bring it up on the show. Yeah. I'm not sure why. I guess it was maybe because, people hired security and refused to film with her. I think it was, right? Something like that.
Maybe.
I don't know. But why are we starting to now see the trend in that? Like, I haven't watched any of the other ones recently. Like, I won't watch the ones on Peacock. Like, I seen that first 3 episodes of The Girls Trip is out there. I don't know if I'm going to watch that or not. Not too.
I haven't too yet.
I don't know. I may just do it. I want to see Kenya drag Ramona because I don't like Ramona. Just don't like her. Never did. I want to drag her by her blonde.
So I'm with you on that, to be honest.
She's just. But I've never liked her. If that makes sense. Like her and like Luann, that whole, like, even when Luann was still divorced, she was still keeping that title of the Countess and expecting people to actually refer to her as that shit.
Countess. Jesus Christ.
Like, girl, you best take several fucking seats. Take several seats, because you ain't no Countess. You ain't never been no Countess. You count less.
Count less. Girl, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna change my wig, child.
It's
You
okay.
a
I was
man.
gonna say too. It's all good. We need to go ahead and probably end it anyway. Husband's done in about 20 minutes, and I need to do the thing, and you need to get ready for your live too.
And I'm gonna change my wigs. My wig. Well, I moved my live to 7 o'clock tonight. So instead of 3
Okay.
p.m., it's gonna be because I'm thinking about doing some reaching out today. So we'll see how that goes. And y'all might see me in some familiar places this evening. We'll see how it goes.
Okay. Cool beans. You should do that then.
All right then, babe. Thank you so much for everything because this has been a fantabulous reading. I've had an amazing
Yes.
time.
No, thank you for letting me read you live online and stuff like that, and allowing me to go ahead and like speak about your private stuff like that. Thank you. You know what I mean? Because it's
No,
a private thing sometimes.
I mean, I have a channel, so it's like I get it. So it's like I understand, doing the whole things of the things. I'm trying to decide if I should change my wig. Should I put my braids on or should I just leave this wig on? I can't decide. But
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna put the braids on just because my new man likes the braids, so we'll see how
I
that
was
goes.
gonna
But
say I
anyway,
do like you. I do like you in the braids. I didn't want to give not discredit the Tina Turner look right now, but I do like the braids.
it's very like Tiana Taylor, like Shaka Khan, Diana Ross
Yes.
vibes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm over them right now.
Chaka
I just want to
Khan.
be
Chaka Khan.
very that, like Shaka Khan. Like
Chaka
it's very
Khan.
that.
Chaka Khan.
But Shaka over it. So like I'm finna probably change my wig. Hey Joe,
Hey.
I'm getting ready to go.
Yes.
Don't worry about it. I'm just gonna what I mean if you
Listen, just do
hold
your live at 7. Just do your live at 7. We can all come back and chit chat for that then.
yes, because I'm gonna be talking about some things on there. I'm gonna go ahead and take my wig off while I'm on here with you because I'm dang,
Mm-hmm.
we rapping.
I
But
right. I'm so interested in this.
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and take this whole thing off, child. I'm balled up on the head, child. It's all lace
Mm,
tapes. I'm
nice.
very simple. Like it's very
Okay.
simple with me. I'm low
Okay.
maintenance.
I've been
Ladies,
working
invest
today. Yes.
in
Love
wigs and go
y'all. We
nasty.
love you. Yes.
You've
You
been
hear that?
working.
Wig life.
And we know she the Joanna the really one. She the one that's really counting the coins because she the treasurer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So she's getting everybody's coins right. So if anybody needs to work, it is Joanna. So I'm gonna let
There you
her
go.
be
Mm-hmm.
sugar. I just needed to change my wig because I'm tired of all this damn hair. No shade.
Hey,
It is.
if I could, sometimes I want to rip my titties off too because it'd be fucking hot and I'm fat. I get it.
I grow them, but I just like
I'm trying to grow them. They're
I think.
listen. They're not all they're reckoned to be. Okay, they're great, but don't get me wrong. Sometimes they're more hassle than what they're worth.
But I don't want big titties though. Like I only want like a size, like a big B, a small C. Like that's really what I want. Like I don't want like big old titties. Like that's not what I'm
Okay.
on. And
Like
everybody
you're
told
not
me it
gonna
was a
pop out with some like Nicki Minaj ass or anything, are you? Like you're not gonna like
no, nah.
that
Like I
shit
don't
that like
even want
vibrates. Have you seen those cheeks that just like vibrate?
things to just be exactly like I'm letting my hormones just do the work and just kind of do whatever it is they do. Like whatever happens just kind of happens with me cuz I'm not even really like I'm not setting any expectations for my stuff. I'm just kind of like living in the moment and letting it be what it's going to be, right?
Hmm.
So I'm gonna adjust my damn wig on live. Child, that is so messy.
You
Okay.
know what? That's some skill though. Like you didn't
I
even
mean
like skip a beat. Like it was
like
like
it
flawless change out.
I mean, I do this often, so it's not even like anything that is like unusual to me. I'm just I'm used to just kind of changing a wig here and there. I'm not even going well, I might glue it down a little bit later. Put me a little lace tape on it. I just don't think I have them right here at my disposal. So
Mm.
it is. But
Right?
you know,
Shouting out, hey Joanna.
nah,
Right,
Thank
hey
y'all so much.
Joanna. Right, and hit
They
that
are
like
like,
button, guys. Hit that subscribe if you're not. I'm sure you guys are though, because y'all are dedicated. We love you. Thank you.
yes, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, do all of the things, do all the things that you would do on my channel or like any of your other favorites channel because Fire Fae is a good girl. Jessie is a good girl, honey. She's a
Thank you.
like she's the OG homie. So like show her all the love that you would show me or any of your other favorite YouTubers because she comes through and gets the work done, okay, y'all? She read me down for the past 3 hours. We've been over here locking and loading for all this
Mhm.
time. Like
Yeah. Yeah. It
they
gets
say,
heavy. She would say, "Oh, Jordan, here we go. Jordan's out bad enough already with the body, yaddy, 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 body, yaddy, 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 body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Oh, I'm gonna get
and
my twerk on.
getting
Body, yaddy, yaddy,
this.
yaddy, 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 body, yaddy, 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 yaddy."
Listen, I was over here popping out with the thirst traps or whatever. So Joanna is clocking me right now. And it's all good.
Oh, see, didn't I say somebody was spying on you online?
I'm glad somebody like it. I'm not upset at all. I'm glad somebody like it. Joanna, thank you, baby. I appreciate you.
Yes,
Good.
right. I want an emoji. I think maybe like what, the fire emoji or a red rose. I don't know. I like a red rose. I do love a red
I go with both because mine are like the green the
the
green
green.
hearts and red
Mhm.
upside down triangles. Those
Yes,
are
because
my
I
two
have. All right, that
and then
works. Yes.
emoji and the bald headed hoe emoji. So it just depends on how you feel. Like you can do all
Right.
of them. Like I have multiple
Yes.
emojis for me.
Yes, Joanna. Yes. Mwah. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. See, I'm loving
So
that. Yes. Yes.
tell you,
I have
like
a thing for
if
roses.
yes, like Joanna is that chick. She is so sweet. She's so supportive. And
Yes.
like, listen, he spent so much time with me yesterday after my live, like just pouring so much positive energy into me. Where am I? At? Hold on. Do I have my? Are they in here? Hold on. Let me get my camera because I'm gonna continue talking, but I'm gonna get my lace tapes and I'm just gonna go ahead and glue my wig down while I'm here with
Uh
y'all.
oh. Uh oh. Uh oh. She getting ready. Yeah. Ooh, whoever this is for, you better take it. This is the Gemini, and this is the Four of Wands. This is that true love. This is that soulmate. This is that foundation. This is that happiness of legacy. I mean, you talk about grandbabies and shit. That's what this
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Whoever this is, I don't know who's reading. Somebody's watching, but this is for you. You better own it. You better take it. Take the message and run with it. Take it all. Take it all. Take it all. Yes, we gonna testify. Gonna testify. I know I get goofy. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. But yes, that was a beautiful card. That was the Gemini. That was the soulmate, the choice, the decision, the Four of Wands there. Very beautiful card pulling. So whoever that was for, God bless. Good reading. Good reading. Yes, very fire. Very fire. I love the emojis. Thank you guys so much.
Drop the link for Joanna to call in
Okay.
because I
Okay,
want
hold on.
here and
Go.
just see what she Joanna call in for her. Oh, not hey y'all. Oh, Lord have mercy. Hey y'all. I was okay, so I guess I'm gonna glue my wig down while we waiting on her to get her link for Joanna. Okay, we're gonna do this real quick. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a quick wig glue tutorial. And it's not even a glue tutorial, it's a lace tape tutorial,
I
okay?
am a moron. I dropped myself out of my own video. Sorry about that. You there?
Why you sound like a chipmunk?
Do I sound like a chipmunk all of a sudden? What happened?
Yes.
Oh no, I dropped myself out. That's not good. Hold on. You know what? It might be because StreamYard's up over here. Let me drop that out. Hold on. How's that work? Is that work? How about that? Is that better?
I reload the page.
Oh no. Okay, hold on. How do I?
I'll hold down the fort. Go ahead and reload the page.
Okay, hold on. No.
Oh hell.
Mm.
I'm about to say because I ain't do nothing.
I backed out of it on my phone,
Oh my
and now I
goodness.
don't screwed it all up. What did I do? Oh
You
no!
did it. Wait, can
I
they
did.
hear you fine?
I don't know. Come on with the lace front tutorial.
I mean, if they can hear you fine, then it's fine, I guess, chill. Hold on, I'm not finna do this
Situation.
on
I don't
live
know
because
what
I can
that's
barely
in.
see what's going on up in here. Okay, hold on. Can I
Hold
do
on, then
this?
I go. Okay, what am I doing? Ooh,
Can I actually do this on live? Ooh, am I really finna glue my wig down on live? Ooh, looks good. I'm not finna do this on live, girl. Don't laugh. No, 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 no. We're not finna do this here. But I'm gonna play
ooh.
it off, and I'm gonna set my wig where it's gonna be when y'all see me later. Hold on. I'm finna set it where it's gonna be later because I'm gonna create my own hairline. Because for some reason, when I have my braids, I like a lower hairline. Y'all know what I mean? So I'm gonna do it like that, and I'm gonna leave it like that for right now.
Dear
What y'all
Lord,
think?
how do I sound?
Okay, Joanna, listen. I was gonna do a whole lace front tutorial, but I gotta have me a mirror or something. I ain't got my mirror. I wasn't prepared to do the lace front tutorial, so I'm gonna give y'all just a little a little playoff right now. I'm gonna give y'all the braids right now because my new boo likes the braids. He wants the braids back, so I'm gonna give him the little braids
Mm,
for the moment. It's fine.
okay, so do I sound okay now again?
You still sound like a chipmunk to me, but I don't know if you sound like a chipmunk to your audience, though. I don't know
I
what they
don't
hear,
know.
though.
I don't know what they hear. I haven't heard anything. Joanna or anybody, what do I sound like? I don't know.
Drop down in the comments if y'all actually want me to do a tutorial on like how I glue down my wigs, cause
You know what? That would be a good idea. Shit.
I use lace tapes, so I don't do glue.
Mm.
But it is what it is. Where is my super glue though? Cause I gotta glue one of these braids back in this wig.
I have no idea where.
Did you drop the link for Joanna? Can Joanna call in? Joanna, you all right? Oh, well, you sound normal to her. Well, then that's all right. This sound like Jordan with the braids. This sound like you so silly, Joanna. Oh my God, I love you so much. Drop the link for Joanna to call in because you will get a good conversation from her too, and I'm sure that she has a great reading for your ass. If you want to keep reading, if
Yeah, hold
not, we
on.
can hop
I'm
off of here and
fixing
we can
my
hop on my live
Bluetooth.
later.
Hold on, let me do my. I'm doing my Bluetooth speakers again. See if we can fix this.
Yeah, maybe turn your headset off and then turn it back on.
That's what I'm doing. I think we're gonna try that. I don't know if you can hear me through my phone right now. Can you hear me through the phone? There's my alarm digging.
Mm-hmm. This sound like Jordan with the braids. This sound like and I'm in the You're so silly. I love you, Joanna. Y'all like the braids? Like, I just need to change my wig. Like, listen, I get finicky with my wigs. Like, I would change my wig in a heartbeat. But is my hairline too low? Like, am I giving Teresa Judice realness? Well, I'm sorry, Judice. I'm sorry. Let me push my hairline back a little bit. Listen, I'm not ashamed to talk about wigs because, as y'all can see, I am bald headed realness up under here, and it's nothing because I am not my hair, but I do like a nice piece of hair every now and again. What's going on, baby? Hold on, let me try. Hold on.
It's my Bluetooth. I think they're dying. I think my Bluetooths are dying. Hold on. Ooh.
Okay, I don't know.
What up, though?
There we go.
You still sound like a chipmunk, but it's cool.
It's my other earbuds were dying, so I put the other ones, my other earplugs in. I don't know. Is that too loud? That's too loud, huh?
Do you want to just hop off and hop back on later?
Yeah, let's do that later. Let's do it, and we'll get Joanna back on later, because then I can charge my earbuds, because they're pretty much about dead. So that's what it was. So let's do that then. Okay, so then we can jump on your channel at 7. You want to do it then?
Yeah, I'll be on at 7. Y'all are gonna catch me on a familiar. Well, maybe. Well, I'm gonna do some reaching out, and y'all may see me somewhere else before I go live later at 7 Central Standard Time, and it's gonna be 8 Eastern Standard Time. But I moved my thing on there, so y'all will see it. But yeah, so hop on over there. We're gonna talk about my Making the Band story and me auditioning for Making the Band, and it's gonna be a cute little, Kiki story real quick. So it's gonna be nothing serious.
That'll be cool. That'll be so much fun. You've done a lot of cool stuff. Wow.
Yeah, like I auditioned for Making the Band once. It was fun. It was nothing serious or whatever, but I'm doing what I can out here in these streets, trying to make the things happen. So
Amen. That I completely understand, sweetie. But no, yeah, let's reconvene at 7. I'll go ahead and get some rest, get my husband taken care of then too, recharge my earbuds, and we can go ahead and do some more readings too as well. And your guests can go on and ask one, we can do one question wonders real quick too if they want.
Right.
I'm ready to fet. I'm ready for that. Yes, Joanna. You as me as well. All right, Jordan. I love you, darling. Let me let you go. Let me get to everything charging. And go ahead and do your shout out, baby girl. Do your shout out.
Thank you so much, baby. I love you so much, Joanna. Listen, get at me in the group chat because I have some talking to do. I want y'all to come on my live later. So if y'all are available around like 7 Central Standard Time, make sure y'all call in because I'm gonna drop the link for y'all. All the girls in our group thread, y'all know who y'all are. So we'll be there. But yeah, like I want you, Jesse. I want you to come. You another J in my crew. So I gotta have me another J on the squad to do the things that are things.
What?
We gonna lie. But yeah, go and get ready for your husband to come home. I'm finna go glue this wig down, and I might go live over on my channel just to do a glue tutorial real quick. And yeah, I'll holler at y'all in a little bit.
All right, so we will check you out then. Thank you so much for coming in and tuning in, guys. We love you here. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell down below for me, and make sure you check out Justifiably Jordan. We love you here at Firefaetarot. Okay, bye, guys.
Bye, baby.